adventure challenge with Morelf. I fixed his spelling in the picture, I mean. You did get, or at least Cassandra did get a quite ominous message from Lady Darkmoor. And yeah. Anything else happened of importance last time?
Besides a beautiful friendship that has bloomed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mornar made a friend.
Ew.
I fought the local super snap.
Exactly.
Trading spells all night long.
Yes.
Compared spellbooks, sizes.
His is so thick.
Okay.
Okay. So the next
so many
morning,
pages. I did want to ask him if he knew about those stones, though, the onyx stones that we found.
Where did you find these onyx stones?
We found them in the tomb of Schlotik, the something.
Yes, now I remember. They're in a little pouch, 9 onyx stones.
Those.
Very smooth.
Yes, and magical.
Magical. Vander looks at it, but has no idea.
And I said, do you know how I could find some answers?
It's hard to tell. Maybe ask a gemstone enthusiast.
Okay.
Or if you have any, additional thing, maybe it helps. Where you found it, for what purpose? Was it like on a pedestal with like a statue or something? Who knows?
Where did we
but just
find
looking at them, they just seem like, nicely cut small onyx stones.
Okay. For my identified spell, I was under the impression that they were to be used with something else to maybe activate something.
Yes, they are like faintly magical.
Yeah. Actually, maybe Cass could help with this. Seems like she has a way to touch objects and maybe get some memories out of that. So I could ask her. Didn't think about that before. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to do some shopping at the magic shop. Wait, we already had a magic shop, right? In mind.
Well, we need the license first, right?
Yeah.
To obtain those components.
Yeah, but I mean, we already know where we're going, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you back at the inn or something? Or
No, I'm just trying. I'm asking for memory refreshers from people. So I would ask Moralth if he knows the shop well, if that's a good place where we can buy materials and stuff like this.
You don't mean Moralth, you mean...
Sorry,
Vendor.
Vendor.
Yeah, there are a couple magic shops, actually.
Okay, because we want to buy components for, teleportation circle, but we also want to get something Kellen keeps asking about for his scrying. Yeah,
of course. And he points out to you some a couple of magic shops.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
Well, of course.
What a night, Vendor.
What a night, yes.
You taught me a level 1 spell, I taught you a level 6 one. I feel like
That was-
you.
Good day.
I feel like you came on top, but I'm fine with that. Yeah.
I mean, you know, it was all on a consensual basis, I think.
Consensual, absolutely, from end to end.
Yes. Okay.
Why is everybody laughing?
Just me.
Anyway, I kiss him on the cheeks and say goodbye.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. So you all get back together in the evening. Go to sleep, right?
Yes.
And awaken the next morning in this beautiful
Yeah.
city. Yes.
Long rest.
Yes. Voronar.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, but weird and expensive city.
Just before you awaken, you have this image in your head of a little snowflake falling, and you feel quite hot, and it's slowly turning into a water droplet, and finally dropping on a hot stone, kind of sizzling out. That's all.
I just say, Sora, let me sleep. Okay, a drop of water.
A snowflake turning into a drop of water, dropping on a hot stone, and kind of in the kind of hissing noise, turning into vapor.
Your mentor has just changed from a red dragon to an ice dragon. Awesome.
So, you all get up the next morning. It's early, nice weather. What do you do?
That was a short night.
Wait to go and get this permissions thing so we can get out of here.
Pyramids, yes. Everybody has had a good evening, good night. Get a new
Give
spell.
practice. I might have a guilty conversation with Cassandra about the message about the dragon.
Oh. I think I told you all of them, right? In front of in the tavern still?
Yeah, but I think that the thing is, Melville's feeling rather guilty at the moment about what seems to be happening at home, and that he feels somehow responsible for the suffering and that sort of stuff, and that perhaps feels sort of duty bound to maybe try and solve that problem.
Yeah. Cass kind of tries to calm you down in a sense of that we don't know yet what happened, and we're pretty strong, and we're probably going to be able to take care of it, and we'll definitely take care of it.
Sounds great.
She'll be like, yes, I want to do this too.
We
Gonna
can't
go
do it
after
here.
it.
Are you on your own when you're talking about this, or are you in the...
I guess we're at the table, but I'd probably start the conversation with Cassandra and with a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's... Because Werner hasn't heard the story, so like, what's...
You were still at the table when it happened, right?
No, I had left already.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
So I got a message last night. Like in my head, I think it's the way that Asher does it. You suddenly hear something in your head, and I was looking for what was going on, but anyway, it was Darkmoor, and it seems that she was a little
miffed,
obscured about what was happening, but it was kind of like Darkmoor, and I'm pretty sure shit's going down in Alfori, but I don't know the extent of it. So she did not seem happy with me, so really looking forward to it.
Well, why is she not happy with you?
I don't know.
Dragon running amok.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about the dragon.
Yes. Like I said, So there was some. Don't know the extent of the dragon. If it was just sightings, if it started to attack, if it. I'm not sure, but she said something about dragon, and we needed to come back as soon as possible. And then I actually asked her to see if she could help with this whole issue here in Bel Air, and she said she did as much as she could. So
we should be good, though. I mean, we just need to pick up our permits, and then we can buy our materials and go.
I'm not necessarily so sure if they would let us go out again through.
They said they would.
They did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So, yeah. So something's awaiting us back in Alforia. I just do not know what. Aside from dragons. Go ahead.
How did we leave things with Morel about the permanent license for us? He's gonna obtain them and drop them at my parents' house for case we come back. I forgot. What did we agree on? We haven't agreed upon something yet?
No, because we didn't know how long we're staying.
I thought we did. I thought we did agree on permits.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we did agree on getting the permits, just not where they would be dropped. Maybe we could just have them.
We also agreed that as well. I thought we actually agreed that it would be dropped down to Ash's parents' place.
Yeah, I think you talked with him about it.
Yeah,
and then that's true. I had proposed that we have them actually at the office of the teleportation circle, so that when we show up there, they're there for us, and we can just head out with our weapons without having to leave them there.
Requires,
go get the permits.
They won't be around for 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, it could take longer for them.
Yeah. So there's no possibility of us getting them before we head out today.
So Morath could just deliver them to the office and saying, these are the paperwork of the Onyx Watch.
Yeah, but we would have left by then.
Yeah, but that's fine. They can just stay there until we show back at Bel Air. We don't need them on us if we're not in Bel Air. And I'm sure they're very good at keeping track of paperwork.
Well, then you need to go and catch up with Moralf again and say that, I guess.
We don't have to, but then if we have them at Asher's mom, then we'll have to, their parents, we'll have to leave all our magical items and weapons. We'll have to go get the permits. We'll have to return and pick them up. That's the way I thought they could save us a bit of time.
Well, but assuming we come here again, we would have business anyway in the city, right? Otherwise, we would not need the permits anyway. I mean, the permits are not valid to us in Alforia, I guess.
Yeah.
So meaning, if we're here, we could also drop by my parents' house. And just saying, I would somehow rather have them already out of the system and at my parents' place, and not ask for those again at an official government place. Please hand out the deposited licenses.
Okay, then that's fine. Let's do it like that.
Take this number.
Take this number to that window.
Yeah.
That'll be 1,000 gold pieces for the handing.
Yeah, for the keeping it here for 3 months or something.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
That would be my input.
There's no reason why one of us can't go into the city, collect the permits, come back to the city gate, hand them over, and then we can walk back in.
True. Sora could do it. Till she poofs out.
Probably not. Well, I'd probably ask Ash.
Yeah.
They are his parents after all. Because if anyone else turns up, they go, no! Foreigner, go away.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's go get our magical component items permit then. Yeah?
Yes. Let's do that.
Yes.
Okay.
And magical materials and items level 1 permit.
So you go to the Bureau of
Permits and licensing.
A lesser permit.
Magical permits and licensing. No, they do higher permits as well.
Yeah,
but it takes longer.
What do we do with the marina job? Do you think we can still manage both? Well, let's go to Alforia first and then figure it out.
Yeah, go back to Alforia. We might have to quit it when we get there.
So
I mean, I could still check in with Cornelius just to ask whether this is still possible, just to get an update.
Well, we're outside the city.
We'll be in Alforia.
Yeah.
Casting high-level magic, more of it.
We'll be in Alforia
sure.
in half a day. We can figure things out and then contact him.
just saying I always have the possibility to check in with him.
Yeah.
So you went to the bureau, got your number. You've been waiting for like half an hour, and then you
It's
get.
not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's a couple others, there as well waiting.
They have nice pipes music coming through the.
There's music.
Yeah, you get to the counter and get your permit without any problems.
Okay, Cass is
Just a little
fidgety while waiting.
little like parchment piece, that you can store in your wallet if you wanted to, if you have one.
Just
Was this
laminated.
for the group or personalized to Voronor?
I think it was to you.
To me?
I think.
No, I thought it was Devarano, but anyway.
Oh.
I also thought to Voronor.
You
Okay.
can decide right now, but it is for one person technically. Also, it is slightly magical. Just so you know,
To
the
avoid forgery.
fantasy variation of being laminated.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Copy proofed.
Yes, it's waterproof.
Oh, he
Everything.
proved. Paper, watermark. Oh.
Yes, it's hard to copy it. That's true.
Something that we haven't made use of much so far is my forgery kit.
You have
Oh.
oh, that's right.
Are you any
Yeah.
good with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back from
I
my
can just
smuggler
imagine
days.
the fine involved in that.
What, smuggling? I'm sure there's a
Probably
permit
not
for
just define.
There must be a permit for forgery as well. It's
So, nearest to your location are two magical shops. There's the Blue Banshee and the Shining Star.
Well, we'll go for the blue one.
Blue Banshee it is.
okay.
I'm enjoying the alliteration.
Yes, I very much am also enjoying it.
What's the second one?
Shining
Shining
Star.
Star.
Let's go. Which one's the closest?
Blue Banshee is closer.
Let's go there.
Would I have any knowledge about, I don't know, the quality of the magical items or something on the shops? Like which one would be better somehow? I don't know, more variety of stock or something.
You can make me a history check.
How do I roll again? Oh, with the... Just suddenly realized I don't have any dice, but it's all technology. You said history, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Take the first one, 11. Roll twice somehow.
You haven't really been, in the magic business whilst
True.
you are here.
True.
You do remember like a small feud between the two shops.
Okay, but then I guess anyone is as good as the other one. So I don't counter propose something else.
That's useful information if you want to negotiate, Who's the permit on?
You tell me.
Asher, you
You're the
tell
one
us.
that went to the shop.
Yeah, I think it'll make sense that Asher has it. I think that's what we said.
Yeah, but then
I thought
the
Warno,
elf
but
has to cast the spell. Sorry.
We can all go. We can all discuss things. It's just that he's the only one who can give the gold.
yeah, and I think the license was just for purchasing, right?
Yeah, well, just for the components, because it's like a level 1. Like the components aren't like
Yes.
highly magical.
So doesn't matter in the end. Okay, I'll.
Nico, can Asher buy components on behalf of somebody else? We're going to
if they-
encounter
if
some
they, like-
16-year-old children outside the magic shop saying,
If they wait outside, everyone is allowed to enter, and peruse and stuff.
Like buying cigarettes for children or
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
youth, not children.
There's also stuff in magical shops that aren't magical that you are allowed to purchase.
Like crystal bowl for 1,000 gold or something. We'll find out.
That might be highly magical, though. Who knows?
Like the ground level healing potion.
Mm.
Yeah.
Everyone can buy that.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. You go into the Blue Banshee. It's quite, good sized magical shop. There is looks like generally humanoid, but it's a blue-skinned woman. Not a tiefling, no horns or anything. Just, you know, looks normal human, but the skin is blue instead.
Ah.
Do we recognize this at all?
Yes. No roller required, I think. It is one of the very rare genasi.
So not actually a banshee.
No.
So,
But her name is Carla Banshee.
Oh,
Good brand.
And she has blue
Yes.
skin.
Yes, blue skin, which she introduces herself. There aren't any other people in the shop at the moment. It's like, welcome. I'm Carla Banshee, you know, as you saw when you entered.
good day.
Good day, good day. Are you just looking around or are you looking to buy anything?
Hello.
We maybe want to purchase something, but it depends.
Right? Take your time.
like kids in a
Thank
sweet
you.
shop going, ooh, oh.
Is there anything nice around? I mean, we'll get to the chase, I guess, in a second. But
There are like staffs and wands and circlets and stuff that are used as like magical foci. There are like powders and inks and herbs and stuff used for like, you know, spell ingredients. There are a couple potions on one side, stuff like that.
are they labeled with price tags?
No. And no weapons
Oh, okay.
that you see
Vornor,
anyway.
Vornor, what is it again that we need to acquire for you?
A bunch of stuff. So let me tell you. We need just a moment. We need some rare chalks and inks infused with precious gems worth 50 gold pieces. I need some incense. I could probably, since things are on display, I can probably pinpoint the stuff I need, but
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think we need to make it a secret. But
no. Charcoal and incense worth 10 gold pieces. That's for fine familiar. I would need also some magical papers and inks for spell copying. And Kellen, what do you need?
I need diamond dust. For casting 100 GPs worth of diamond dust for casting Grace Restoration.
Don't you want to get more than just for 100?
Well, I was just saying every use requires 100 gold worth. Scrying, well, that's can't be doing that very often. 1,000.
it's
Oh.
not consumed by the spell. You can use it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
So what is it? What do you need? It's what object is
Gold, I
it?
believe.
An object that's worth a
Not
focus
any.
that's worth 1,000 GP.
A focus. Okay.
A silver mirror, they said. I mean, that could be quite easy. A compact silver mirror that's finely engraved, perhaps, that maybe studded with a few gems. It's worth that amount of money.
There are in the shop. There are all of the you know, spell components, except for like human corpses and blood and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, crystal balls tend to be huge. I don't really want to carry a huge crystal ball around, unless they have a small one that's
Travel size.
yes,
Like a
reasonable
keychain.
size. Well, I mean, then again, it can just go in the. All right, when we have that thing to put it back in, we can put it in the backpack.
So.
Yep. So there's that. Anything else? Is there anything else we end up needing? Things like planar binding requires 1,000 GP gem, which does get consumed, which is not terribly helpful.
So you can get all your spell components just, you know, just like
I
that.
asked Miss Basher that.
Carla
Miss Basher
Bench.
question. Carla.
Carla, yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've never seen anyone with blue skin before. So
Well,
my question is,
It is
if you get
quite rare.
exposed to the sun, you tan purple.
Not really. Do you turn purple?
No, I go red. But I figured seeing as your skin is blue and blue and red makes purple.
Oh, okay. It was okay. Now okay.
It's a joke.
No, not really.
What are you?
Oh, that's rude.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Have you know? People ask me sometimes. Water genasi. Ancestors that hail from the water plane.
Oh.
Is her skin misting?
Not really. She seems a little like sweaty, maybe.
That would be misting. Yeah.
Moist.
Okay.
I was trying to not use the word.
It's not a bad
I
word.
meant like like mist coming off.
No, like when mist. Yeah. Misting.
She's purling water drops.
Yeah, exactly. But she's not dripping. It's
Misting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making a shopping list on my end.
If we ever want to go to the reincarnate thing, that would consume rare oils and unguents worth at least 1,000 gold. I don't know if you want to go down that route, so. That's
Me,
sort
not
of like
particularly, but...
that's sort of a could be a last chance, last ditch attempt at getting someone back.
Well, we have gentle repose, and with that, we could stabilize someone, call Oko for help, and...
maybe somewhere stuck somewhere without any recourse to Claret, as we often are, and gentle repose only lasts for so long, and in itself also consumes ingredients.
No, gentle repose is fine.
Spell scroll for that? No?
I thought they thought it was. Okay.
No.
Well, and I think
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it lasts for 24 hours or something.
10
days.
I believe.
10 days.
Yeah.
Okay. But then you still got to take the body back with you and hope nothing happens to it. Like it gets eaten. Oh no.
Just put it in the bag of devouring.
well, I mean, they're the Sisters of Tresset that have set up in Alfore. I think they're capable of bringing people back. So probably also a couple days later.
I think that maybe I sometimes get the ingredients for reincarnates just in case.
Sure. You'd like to?
Sure.
It'd be a useful backup.
You don't need a body for that?
What?
Do you need the body of the deceased for that?
You basically, yes, you have to. It's basically a touch. It's a person has to be dead for you to cast a spell on.
How long can it be dead for this to work?
No longer than 10 days.
Okay.
So Melville, you notice
same amount of time that gentle repose lasts. Is it if we get after the first gentle repose and it's losing one of the team is a bit of a big thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Being down without them for 10 days is a pain in the ass.
Well, also with Lornar being able to do teleportation circle normally directly to Alfore, should not really be technically an issue to get us back quickly and then
but
Tresset Sisters.
Just occasionally he might use his last copy of the ingredients and will be stranded somewhere.
Oh, I don't think he'll do that so easily. I think he'll be
nothing like now then.
Sounds like a threat.
Sweat.
And curse might get lifted.
Yes, yes. Melville, you do notice Carla, she has like long curly hair and it's slowly swaying as if underwater.
Ooh, I bet that's
cool.
hypnotic.
Kellen,
Yeah.
how many greater restoration materials do you want?
It's so bloody expensive. Oh no, it's 100, isn't it? How many times do you think we're going to be using it?
5?
5, yeah, 5. Say 5. That's 500 GP.
just pick a number.
No, I just said anything.
Sure, I mean,
Well, we're 6 people, so.
yeah. I mean,
we can
need
chip
to-
in, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like for stuff that's useful for everyone, like
Yeah.
the scrying thing and stuff like this,
Let's
I
just
feel like
split
we
it.
should all split it. I agree.
We could do with getting some money back and getting paid for a lot of this stuff, because with that fine,
So I ask
I'd
Carla?
Carla, so we want to buy a bunch of stuff. Do you have volume discounts or first purchaser, like new customer discounts, or both?
No haggling in Blair.
Okay.
Lord, God. Yeah.
So I'll post the list, but we can also buy spell scrolls up to a certain level, right? With that permit. Until which level?
Yeah, I'll show her my permit and ask her, which level worth of spell scrolls can we buy with this good woman?
Level 4.
Ooh,
Okay.
not too bad.
Can I take a look at the list?
But that's teleportation circle 1 use.
Well, we don't have a spell scroll for teleportation circle.
No, that's not what we're asking.
No, I was talking to
He
Varna.
is talking about something else. No, I forgot to put the amount I want. I think we can. How many times do we get teleportation circle? Like, let's get an even number so that there's always a return planned.
Yes, yeah, indeed. 4 of those.
Yeah. I was gonna say 6, but
Yeah, I'd go higher. How much are the components for it?
100 gold piece a cast.
Okay.
Right, I don't have a huge amount of cash on me.
I have like 350 gold at the moment, and we still have Marina that owes us money.
Yeah, we don't have it here though, that's the thing.
6 times teleportation circle?
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, feels like a bit much.
Okay.
I mean, for sure we're going to use it, but it's just about managing resources. We're not that packed with money at the moment.
No, I'd rather being a sort of an emergency use rather than, a thing we use all the time.
Well, for now we can only go to Alfore or Bel Air anyway.
Yeah, I would have said 4, but
I have over 2,000 gold pieces personally.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not squint. I don't. How are people
I'm squint.
short for cash?
I have like 500 gold. It's not that much.
I have 300. You can have it.
I've got 300 gold, that's it.
I also don't mind the gold.
I did also lend a lot of. I think I know why a lot of people are skint, because I lent a lot of money to people before we went to the Frog Islands. We went on massive shopping spree.
Yeah, and I gave it back to you. That's why
I gave it back
money,
too.
Probably.
Yeah, of course. It's just yeah. So I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
We can just sign
everyone
that.
gave it back.
Yeah, I think
I'm happy to pay a fair bit, because I don't know what else to do with that money.
I think
this is for like the whole group.
Down because I bought that ring of protection.
600. Then we've got 800 with the scroll teleportation. 800 scrying is expensive.
But it's a one-time fee.
It's a one-time. Once you
it doesn't get used up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scrying is important, I would say.
1300.
So just a few things in the list. like find familiar, I'm happy to spend on my own because it's for Sora and this is not like a group thing.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, okay, it's peanuts, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's
we're looking at
definitely not the one.
1,500, 2,100.
I really would say we only need 4 teleportation circles maximum.
Then it's 1,900 gold pieces without find familiar, illusory scripts and scrolls, paper, and ink.
Well, we could probably cut a couple off Greater Restoration and a couple off the teleportation circle. I mean, I haven't used it yet, and I'm hoping we don't. So just take 3 of the Great Restoration and 4 of the circle, or maybe 3 of the circle.
I counted 2,380 gold pieces. That's what you got to, Melville?
I was just removing all the fluff.
Okay.
Like illusory scripts, scrolls, papers, inks, and find familiar I ignored.
Okay. Anyway, so like the grand total of everything there is 2,380. So if I only count the stuff that's group stuff, I would remove find familiar.
If you just went for the 3 of the Great Restoration.
So Miss Banshee.
Yes.
I wanted to ask, do you probably have
You can call me Carla.
Carla, that I'm Asher.
Yes. It's Mrs. Actually.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Carla.
Well,
do you happen to have studded leather +1 armor in your shop?
How would you say? Would you say magical studded leather, or would you say +1? I don't know,
No.
because you just say
No?
protections. I don't know.
no, exactly.
Fair enough.
But you're looking for a scrying focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what form are you, thinking? We have a beautiful mirror, and she kind of goes back a little and on like tiny wheels pulls up this 5 feet by 10 feet kind of.
Awesome.
Something a lot more portable.
Looks like for Erised from Harry Potter, the mirror. Something like that. Well, if it's a mirror, there are no small mirrors that expensive. But if you want more portable versions, and she brings back like a perfectly round crystal ball. It's about the size of a soccer ball, a bit bigger maybe.
Ow, that looks heavy.
It is, and he kind of thunks it on the table.
Oh.
One that Pippin drops
it's
into the...
meant to be like, something you do from your home.
Oh, okay.
Good thing we have a bag of holding.
Ooh, that is, that makes it a portable version. The crystal ball does fit in the bag of holding, the mirror does not.
Okay. That's the most portable thing you have in terms of scrying.
Yes.
Oh, well, may want to shop around. I'm not saying I don't like the crystal, but it's a bit big. I'd like to try and find something a bit smaller if something smaller exists.
I don't know if there would be.
Well, I don't know. I suppose we won't know until I have a look around. And if there really isn't anything, then we can come back.
I would just like to point out that I really want to go back to Alfore, and I don't want to hang out anymore here in Bel Air because I think there is urgency going on. So maybe going to a second magical shop of magical stuff is not. I mean, we have also one in Alfore, but I really would prefer us to hurry up a little bit, if
All
that's
right.
any way possible.
Do we need the scrying thing now?
Could help us.
That wasn't an answer. I said, should we get the scrying ball now?
The thing is, you have to spend 1,000 gold pieces either now or later.
Right.
Like we're saving money by not giving it out now.
Yeah.
As there was a complete lack of agreement or any sort of comment, I would say no. Fine, let's not do it. Let's get just do 3 of the Great Restoration and 3 of the Teleportation Circle. And I'll look for a scribe ball somewhere else.
4 teleportation circle, right? So that it's even.
Oh, well, they're only doing one way at the moment, aren't we?
What do you mean?
We don't have anywhere else to go. Oh, yeah, okay.
You mean that once we go back to Alfora, we'll be at the
We
equal
don't
number?
have anywhere else to go. Because there's no 2-way involved. It's all one way. And I'm pretty sure if you turn up here again and don't get permission, I'm sure there's going to be repeat fines, and I'm probably going to be about 10 times as expensive or something. Second offence and all that sort of thing.
Sure. No, I mean, we'll announce and request permission next time with Scribe, sending.
That'll take about 6 months. Probably.
No, you don't know that. Like, we ask and they say we just need to make request by sending to that guy that we know now, and then we'll get the answer, and then we...
Shall we just get the stuff and go?
Yes.
You can get your stuff and go.
I just wanted to check if they have any spells. What do they have? Ritual spells that I can learn, basically. Level 1 to 4.
Ritual spell. There's Illusory Script, Magic Mouth, Silence is a ritual spell for some reason.
It is?
Silence is?
Is it? Are you sure?
Is it? There is an R.
Can't be.
R, really? Hold on, let me check.
Sorry, just hang up there for a moment. I will just cast silence on you.
Yeah, she pulls up like a scroll and like, that doesn't make sense.
No one's going to stand still. Oh, go on then. I'm just going to have a cup of tea.
I don't see... wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, ritual.
Yeah,
well, you could cast it and then have people walk in, and then it's nice and silent.
Yes, she has all illusion spells up to level 4.
Right. So we get the restorations ×3 and the teleportation ×4 and all the rest of the stuff, and that comes to about, I don't know, 900 gold or something.
Okay, so tell me again, you want 3 greater restorations, only 3?
3.
Because right now, I think we can afford higher numbers, is all I'm saying. Because right now, if we are buying 5 greater restorations, we're still going to just spend 476, or less actually, because I haven't removed some things, per person. It's not that much.
Kevin's looking twitching. He just says, "Oh, don't know. Just get it."
Yeah, I feel like the restorations, because then you forget that you don't have the dust, right? And then you're stuck there, and somebody's turned to stone. That's very, very annoying. So I kind of feel like, huh? Yes.
It was Melville in character freaking out about turning into stone.
Yes. So I think it's kind of a good idea to have, because you forget about stuff like that when you're out and about, and then you don't know when the next time is you're at a magical, like at a place you can buy it. So I would technically suggest to get maybe a little more if we have the funds for it.
Well,
so.
As you wish.
I've been busily writing in the chat on Roll20, so.
Oh, you have? I didn't see.
Instead of like talking over you guys at the beginning.
Well,
that only works if people read it.
We can figure out the logistics of how much you exactly have as we go on with the story. If you don't want to spend another
No, not really.
20 minutes.
Thank you.
Just discussing. Just at the end, you should know exactly how much you have and how much you spent.
Okay.
So you mean we can get the details of who spends what later?
Yes.
Okay.
So that, it doesn't take up so much time.
Okay. With the spell scrolls, maybe we do that as well. You tell me the list of stuff, and then I decide later which ones I bought. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
So, happy with your purchases? You
Very.
go
I didn't get
very
it.
happy.
Indifferent.
I didn't get shit.
You're like,
Whatever.
Oh, she has Phantom Steed.
That's true.
I'm totally gonna get that. Okay. Well.
So, you leave. Do you go directly for the Bureau of Teleportation and Magical Transport.
Right back.
Yep.
Yes.
I guess we have nothing left to do, and it's urgent, so I guess that's the plan, yeah?
Yes, I'd be grateful.
Yep, be helpful.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you get there. You are let in. It seems that you are expected.
Oh dear.
That's not a good sign.
No, I mean, we did tell them we would come
Be
back.
coming back.
And you're kind of let in. The same that kind of questions you, the guy. You know, you are let into his bureau where you've been before. Yesterday, 2 days ago? Not quite sure. I think it was yesterday.
A couple of days ago.
I think it was yesterday, yeah.
It was yesterday. Oh, yes. Okay.
I think just time flies in this town.
Marcello's. Right?
Yes. Sure. Well, I'm not quite sure, but I'll go with yes.
That's what my notes say.
It is now. Well, you know, I had some, we did some, you know, we had some contact with where you're from. And
You know, do they say nice things about us?
yes, yes. You seem to be quite, you know, trusted bunch of people over there.
Thank you. Here's our card.
Thank you very much. And he kind of puts it on the table. Well, I do apologize for, you know, every, if you know, I've come across rude or anything, but it was quite a surprise. You just kind of turning up here.
Completely understandable.
Yes.
And we're
Surprise for us as well.
And we're sorry for having misunderstood the rules.
Of course. Thank you very much. Well, your fee has been paid for, and you're free to leave at any time. And there's kind of a big chest on the side of his bureau that he kind of snaps his finger and it opens up.
Cool.
No, actually, it doesn't open up. You have a key for like the lock.
Oh, yes, we do.
The fee has been paid for by...
With...
member of the council from
Okay.
Pointy ears.
Okay. Who has the key for the chest?
That's Asher.
Yeah.
Okay, Kellen, sure.
I'm like ready to grab my sword. I'm like right there. Open it, please.
Give me my broom. There's some sweeping I need to do.
Click.
Yeah, you get all your stuff back.
Yay.
It's all there.
Does my sword talk to me when I grab it?
Yes.
I missed you.
You kind of grab it. You don't put it around your waist, and you hear like a low growl in your head, like you fought without me. I smell it.
Yeah.
And there's like some disappointment in his voice.
Next time, I promise. I could not go around this.
Yes, next time. Yes, and there's like excitement again, you know.
Yay.
Briefly in the doghouse.
Yes. So you have all your stuff back.
We look
Hooray!
eagerly towards Varna. Say, right.
Hey, let me re-equip all my stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
You're kind of, you know, putting on your armor, kind of, you know, checking
Get all the gear on.
kind of testing, you know, bows and stuff.
Are we still attuned to the stuff we were attuned with before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just didn't remove it from my character sheet. You know.
Marcello's question: if we ever wanted to come back, I'm not
Yes.
saying we do, but in case we do, what would be the procedure that we would need to follow if we would like to come back through the same means?
I think we know that, don't we? We need to contact Felix of the Guild Association that can clear travels, or are we wrong?
That's what I remember as well.
Yes, you message Felix at least 1 hour before you teleport here.
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a fee or it's just a request and it's granted?
No fee.
Ah, that's a relief.
All right.
Yes.
But do you want to? I suppose you would need to memorize this circle for Anna.
It's already memorized. That's how we got here.
Yeah, right. Okay, all right.
Of course, if you come here with trade purposes, there's still like, you know, entering taxes and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very well.
Let's go.
It's been a pleasure. Hopefully next time under better circumstances.
Yes, I hope so as well.
Right.
Yes.
So, yeah. And, yeah. We all ask Corona, obviously, before we cast a spell, you know the right circle now.
So, Vornar, you're casting the teleportation circle?
Yes. And we end up right where we are.
You like teleport about 20 feet east.
No.
So, it takes a minute or 10 minutes to cast teleportation circle.
I can tell you exactly how long it takes.
Okay.
It takes 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. So you start drawing the circle and kind of the magic starts welling up, you feel. But then after like 10 seconds, it just kind of fizzles out again.
Eh? I swear it's never happened before.
And you do hear a voice in your head.
Oh.
There is only fire.
Oh no. What'd you do?
0 for 2.
Another one? What happened? Have you botched? If you haven't botched it again, have you?
And then kind of the magic comes back and, you know, the glowing returns of the circle.
That was weird. What happened?
I need to concentrate on this. I'll let you know later. Dragon business.
Weird.
I have a question. Is Felix around us or Marcello's around us when we're doing this?
Well, are you doing it right in his room or like out in the hallway?
I thought we'd go back to the teleportation circle room.
That would be cool.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
On the way there, I would ask, by the way, is there just one circle in that room or there's multiple circles?
No, there are a bunch.
Interesting. I
No,
wonder,
let us see the other ones.
can we see them? Where do they go?
I'm afraid you can't at the moment.
Oh.
I sent Sora to go check it out. Kidding. Very tempted though.
Okay.
Yeah. Ready?
Yup.
Do the last stroke.
Okay. You start teleporting. You feel that like tight feeling around you. Seconds later, you have traversed thousands of miles, and you do reappear in a very familiar room in Alfora.
Yay.
Yay!
Well done, Varda.
And you know there are a couple other circles in like a half circle around you. Appear in one of them. There's in front of you like a little table with like a wizardy looking guy that you don't recognize at the moment. Kind of
I memorized the third
there
circle.
and writing stuff down.
Can I take a look at the third circle, the one I haven't? Because there's one that goes to Rock Vaku potentially, and then there's another one we don't know, right?
Yeah, there is one that you don't, recognize at the moment, but it doesn't say where it would go.
Okay, but can I memorize it?
I mean, if you stay here for like 5 minutes, sure. Well, the wizard does notice you. We kind of
sleep.
I'm sure there's a nice magical.
Yes, exactly. There is teleportation noises around you. Kind of looks at you like, you're Onyx Watch, right? Wait here, and he kind of runs off already.
I hope it'll take him 5 minutes.
Not another fine. Bloody hell.
No, they're expecting us. I'm looking at the circle. Maybe just lock the door behind him just for 5 minutes.
No, that'd be bad.
It could be a new location. Come on. They like us
No,
here.
that's bad.
We'll just say it's
Is
jammed.
there a key at the
How
door?
many people do you got to piss off in a day?
There is
days.
the open, like it's a heavy wooden door. There is a key on it, but the wizard guy is already returning with Volmar Singer.
Hey.
Hey!
Now, much, he has eaten nicely again for, some weeks. Looks very nice. It's like, his beard has come back. Hey,
Lustrous beard.
you were supposed to be in on Frog Island, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were on Frog Island.
Oh, well, okay.
Why? What happened?
Kind of everything. Come with me, and he kind of
Everything.
I say to
in
my cousin.
long strides, kind of leaves.
I say to my cousin, "This is not good."
Oh no, what?
We don't know yet.
Sure.
We
And
don't
kind
know
of
yet.
walking, he looks back at you. So you're not coming from Frog Island, right? There was some kind of. I heard there was some kind of a mix-up or something.
Ruffle.
Yeah, there was
A
a
fuffle.
Yeah,
kerfuffle
You know,
involving.
the circle's there. Like I thought that I was using the one that brings here, but I confused it with this one, which takes you to Bel Air, whereas the other one takes you to.
Yeah, that's quite the mishap. That's true. Well,
It's a wizarding thing, obviously. It's just got so much going
but
on.
we're of
Fine.
course very happy that you're back now. We're kind of in a crisis mode, obviously.
We are too.
Why?
Obviously.
Hey, but good
Why-
news, no more dangers on the seas. So problem solved.
It's not really obvious to
Yeah.
us that
Frog Island problem solved. All good.
Celebrate.
That is
No?
fantastic.
But
The queen is dead.
Educate
Only the
us.
queen.
Is his fantastic sarcastic?
Nope, he seems
Sarcastic.
genuinely happy for you guys.
Oh, okay.
And you kind of get out of the library building. You see before you,
No.
it is the Belair that you recognize, but there's like no one. You don't see people.
Oh.
Alfori,
You
you
mean
mean?
Alfore?
Alfora, yes, Alfora, of course.
No
you don't see
people?
anyone.
What?
There are a couple like guards.
Where is everyone? Is the question that Melba would immediately ask upon seeing no one on the street.
Inside.
Can I look around? Does any building look destroyed? Is there smoke? Is there anything?
I put one hand on my longbow.
No destroyed buildings, but you do see on like the roofs of some of them, they have like giant ballistas have been installed.
that must be for the dragons, Cullen.
That's what we had recommended before we left, actually.
Now
so-
I'm gonna move you.
Oh.
You shouldn't see anything.
No, it's all got blank. I'm
all
dying
white.
You see white.
again.
Hey, there's a golden castle.
Or
You're so mean.
I see naked ladies. Sorry.
Well, you're on the wrong browser page.
question.
Yes. So just for what in the vicinity that we are talking about, look a bit like this, just like like big
Okay.
ballista structures on top of like roofs and towers and stuff.
Look, there's even Melville on the left.
That's another game. Looks like a Game of Thrones.
No, it's Melville on the left. What are you talking about?
He does have such a large head. His ego.
Yes, I also have the concept art for Alfore,
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
or not really, just that you have something to look at for the moment.
Cool. Thank you.
Pretty.
Pretty.
Cool.
So,
Almost as pretty as Bel Air.
yeah, and Volmar kind of turns around. Well, there has been dragon attacks and kind of wide-eyed, quite near here actually. So everyone is in kind of high alert.
What kind of dragon?
Well, the details are a bit contradictory, but it's definitely a dragon.
And what does...
Any casualties?
Oh yes.
Oh.
The fun kind of dragon or the not so fun kind of dragon?
Are there fun kinds of dragons?
You mentioned Dragonborn, they were fun.
They're not dragons.
Well, are you going anywhere specifically, or now that he's kind of out of the open, he doesn't really know what to do with himself. He's normally in the library.
We've been summoned by a council member.
Oh, you're not bringing us somewhere? I thought you were.
I
gonna
also
bring us
thought
to
he's
explain
escorting us
stuff.
somewhere.
Oh.
You were walking so fast in such a decisive direction.
You just brought us out in the open?
You just wanted to go home and we've been following you?
No, I just I think you were expected, but not. I don't know what you really have to do.
Professor types, always confused.
I know where to go. At least I do. You guys coming?
Yes.
Yes.
I think your mentor wants to see us.
My mentor. She's not my mentor. But anyway, yes, let's go see Lady Darkmoor.
Isn't
Thank
she?
you.
I thought she taught you everything.
No, she did not teach me. She just changed me. That's all she did. She did not teach.
That's
And
kind of
so
what I meant.
since you've just come here, there are some new general rules.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just one mostly, or two.
Okay.
No light at night.
No what?
Don't
Sorry?
What?
No light.
No light at night.
No light at night.
Yes.
Oh.
Like with lids.
And for normal people, that wouldn't be really necessary, but I think for you guys, it's important to know. No flying around.
Ah.
They have expressed orders to shoot anything that's flying around.
How about invisibly flying around?
I mean, you can try on the off chance to get the whole city in, dragon attack mode.
All right, I understand.
Volmar, you said that there were attacks near the city. Like, how near?
Like flying distance, I don't know, about half an hour, I think it would be, they say.
I guess though you don't try and take down owls or bats or
Pseudo dragons.
Oh yes, depends. If they're normal bats, I don't think so. But giant ones, yes.
normal owls.
Yes. Anything that flies around
Normal
above the
sized
city.
owl.
You know what can also turn into an owl? A dragon. A dragon.
I doubt a dragon would want to turn into a normal-sized owl.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
trying to
think you'd
sneak
be
in, why
wasting
not?
ballista bolts on a
Try to not be
thing
shot at.
that's about 30 centimeters tall.
That'd be pretty smart, I have to say. It shows up as an owl and then goes into the middle of the city and poof, big dragon here.
There. Well, Mar, thank you very much for bringing us out. I'm going to start making my way to Lady Darkmoor.
Yeah. And just so I understand, what's your position in the city now? Because before you were just kind of a friend of General Zur. Now it seems like you have a bit of a status here.
I'm a, what's the name? Consultant.
Consultant.
Do you know if we could get a pass on some of these rules as defenders of the city?
You probably want to talk to Darkmoor about that. I think she's got more.
True.
Yeah.
No offense. No offense. But influence.
That's good.
Warner and his extra sausages.
Yeah. I technically it would be possible. It's just very complicated.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you can walk out of the city and then fly. That's fine.
Okay.
But there are no risks being taken at the moment. You know.
Hmm.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Sense.
I get that.
All right. We'd better go see.
You know,
Lilith.
some dragons can burrow through the ground. How do you
What?
defend against that? Well, anyhow, and he kind of shakes his head and makes his
You probably need some friendly earth elementals then.
So what are you doing?
Volmar, drinks later tonight. If we're alive.
In the dark.
Instead of I don't really have
Indoors.
time, you know.
Wait, no lights indoors even? Like I thought you mean like don't go out with a torch, but you can light a candle in your house, no?
Are you somehow
Well,
initiating?
if you close
black-
like
Darken the
yeah.
blankets and stuff. The blanket, not one.
The
Maybe you
window.
have to shut
Yeah.
out all
Curtains.
lights emanating from
Curtains.
windows as well.
Yes.
Oh right.
Imagine like, you know, World War
Blitz.
II bombing rules.
Okay.
Oh, literally
that
no
makes
light
sense.
in the city after dark.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, we're walking.
Yes, you've
We've been shouting the last words.
yes. Walking around the city there are some people, but they are all kind of, you know, hastily walking purposefully from, you know, one location to another.
Way to panic after like 1 or 2 sightings of dragons.
Yeah, totally.
I bet they bought all the toilet paper or something.
What? Yeah, cone of fire from ancient dragon.
They're hoarding toilet paper. Oh dear.
Yeah, there are some guards. You do see on like, you know, flat roofs and stuff, like people on lookout.
With ballistas?
Yes.
Shops are open.
Like transport is running.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to the Darkmoors, right?
Yeah.
Sure she's home? She's not at the council? It's not like official business what you're saying.
No, I don't know.
Right,
We'll
let's
find out.
see.
The butler will tell us where she is.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
Has
you
an
make
amazing
your way.
name which I've forgotten.
Who?
The butler.
Oh, Bryn.
Grim, yeah.
Grim.
Yes.
Bryn. Bryn.
Bowman is Dougie.
Yeah. So
Panther.
going to the Darkmoor estate, you do hear like some wood on wood like clacking noises. That makes sense.
They're
Behind us,
barricading.
around us, in front of us.
No, like in the gardens of her estate.
Oh.
They're barricading maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like getting closer, you do see about 10 young men and women with wooden swords, kind of training
Mm.
In her garden or just on the way there?
in her garden. Yes.
Well, they any good?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same.
They're like going through like you know,
Basic movements.
basic movements. Yes, it seems they have
Like
just
sticking with the
begun.
pointy end.
Yeah.
They've just begun some kind of training exercises.
Do I recognize any of them?
You can make me an insight check if you want.
Do I see any huge like errors done by one of them?
Well,
Keep
they're
the
not-
shield up.
They're not cutting their arms first of all. That seems pretty bad. It's like-
Nope.
First
I don't
mistake.
recognize anything.
Don't recognize anything.
Nope.
Asher, some of them have like terrible ways to hold their sword. You know, the edge doesn't align and stuff. They hold it like a pan.
Like a frying pan.
Yes, yes.
I feel the need to approach one of them and tell them, "Hey, this is how you hold it," and I just correct it. Go again. This is gonna save your life.
Okay, it's like a young woman, like 20, 23 or something. She also kind of nods to you, like.
So she's 1 year older than me.
Doesn't matter. It's all about experience.
That's fine. I'll wink.
Okay, yeah, and you take keep training. You do see Bryn is kind of seeing over the people.
Overseeing.
Previously a butler, he now is wearing like leather armor and is also holding a wooden sword. It was kind of on the other day, like in a line, 2 and 2 together.
Mm.
And he's like on the other side of the line from Asher, kind of, looking at people. As you kind of walk by, you hear like a scream from someone who got hit with a wooden sword, and there's like a young man kind of cowering at the ground. And after falling down, suddenly he erupts into black smoke, it seems. He just kind of falls down, there's like, and he kind of explodes into, or like not explodes, like extrudes thick black smoke. And everyone who was training around is kind of, don't really know what's happening, and kind of just, some.
Everybody sees that black smoke?
Yes.
Can I walk up to Brim?
What's going on here?
Yeah.
And everyone is kind of, they kind of put their weapons down and kind of talk to each other. And everyone seems surprised of what's happening.
Okay,
see Brim kind of run over, like, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Is it though? Doesn't look like.
And as you all kind of look and, surprised and shocked, there is Lady Darkmoor. She just kind of seems to appear. Like about 10 feet from the this black smoke thing that just, it's kind of like a smoke grenade has just gone off, kind of the visual. She kind of waves her hand and this black smoke disappears, and there's just this young man lying seemingly unconscious on the ground.
That's weird.
Reminds me of experiments a sort of mad scientists used to do.
And she kind of goes over, picks him up, and then she notices you guys. Oh, you're back. That's very nice. Come and meet me inside. And she kind of reaches behind her, where like a shimmering door appears, and her and the unconscious young man kind of step through it and disappear.
Does that look arcane gate?
More like dimension door.
Okay.
So lazy.
Can I walk up to Brim?
Sure. He's kind of there, like, making sure everyone's getting back to their bearings back, and, it's like everything's fine and stuff. And things like that.
Everything's fine, nothing wrong.
Yes.
Hi, Brim. Good morning.
Hey, he's kind of sweaty, it seems, and a little tired.
Hi, what's
It's very nice to see you again.
Likewise, Brim. Very nice.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, just it's kind of training some of these people. Stuff they need something to occupy their minds,
What? Why? What?
Oh, you've just come here, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're some of the survivors from Black Belt.
From
Black Belt?
Yes.
What's
is that
that?
the town? Is it a town or a dragon?
I have a thing. Let me just make something disappear. Make something appear.
What? Something else appear, or the same picture?
It's something. Oh, nothing appeared. Damn it.
This is
That
the
didn't
original
work.
picture
Same.
came back.
Okay. That was a bad trick. Okay. Something disappear. And
That worked.
no, that's better. Yes, exactly.
Oh, black belt. Ah.
Mm.
Mm.
They're from Black Belt, he said.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
So you're training them?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had weapon training.
You know, we all have a past.
Very true. Not.
But I'm, you know, my fighting days are over.
Your training days aren't.
And what exactly happened to that young man? Did he go unconscious and he erupted in smoke because of it, or?
It's unclear.
That seems to be happening.
Not often, but yes.
You're enhancing these people, so they're.
Well, we're training them, but we don't do anything to them.
So when someone gets injured, you got injured. People are getting injured and erupting into smoke, and then falling unconscious.
I don't think it has to do a lot to do with injury, more with you know, emotional distress, maybe, or heart rate, maybe.
But this happens to anyone, or just the people you train?
No, just them, I think.
That's probably through the encounter with the dragon, or?
Yes, that's
Uh-huh.
most likely the cause.
In theory.
Oh, they have encountered the dragon?
Yes,
So
they are just
Black Belt.
survivors from Black Belt.
From Black Belt, okay.
Yes, some of not all of them. But some of them.
Oh, I see. So Black Belt's got hit. These guys have been infected somehow, and this is what happens to them.
I don't know if infected is the right word. More like touched. It's hard to say. I think you know, Lady Darkmoor would know.
Yeah, maybe we should ask her.
Why don't we go talk to her?
Yes.
I was getting worried that she had read a bit too much of that book you gave her instead of doing some weird experiments.
Which book?
The book that you gave her, that was the journal of the guy we beheaded. You beheaded.
You mean this one?
You still have it?
Yeah. I'll put it away.
I thought you gave it to her.
She didn't want it.
Oh, I see.
She read it already. She already had a first copy.
She's better than that. Not so much me, but let's go in.
Okay, you go in. There is Omen the dog, very large. You know.
The panther.
I don't know. No, just the dog. It's like a mastiff, maybe.
Yeah.
But, you know, with like hanging cheeks, but quite slim and tall.
Yeah, scratch it under the chin. Give another bit of meat.
Yes, he kind of comes running when you enter, but he kind of stops. He's kind of sniffing suspiciously at Cassandra. Kind of. But then he's fine.
And I said
Yeah, kind of, you know, runs around in circles, and then Lady Darkmoor appears, like on the indoor balcony.
She's got an appearing act today.
You're good at that.
Well, she didn't teleport.
Continuous.
Yeah,
She's-
walks out in, you know, long
Hovers.
robes.
She has presence, you know.
Yes. You do notice she is wearing like a circlet on her forehead, like a silver circlet. In the center, there's like a symbol of an eye that she wasn't wearing before.
Ooh, I wonder if that would work.
Nice circlet.
Thank you.
Oh, can you wear
Well,
one? I wonder. Could you just curiosity? Could you wear a circlet as a focus for scrying? Does Kellen?
Yeah, that should be possible.
Just
But this, you know, if it's worth enough.
Ah, is that it? Is that what you use? Oh, that'd be interesting.
Well, I have the crystal. You've seen it, right?
Yes, I'm just curious. Just crystal balls just aren't exactly portable.
Well, I'm sure you can make do.
Oh, sorry.
So,
hello.
you've returned from Bel Air, right?
Yes.
You were. I thought you were in on the Frog Islands.
We were. We meant to come back here. There was a small mix-up. As we look at Voronor.
Yes.
Someone forgot his widget circle with a cross across it and put a dot on it instead.
No, I just confused two different circles. But you guys don't let me stay longer in that room so I can really take a long look. Like now there's this... I've got like 80% of that other one. But it's... Anyway.
Be careful what you do with that 80%. Look at where it took us.
No, I had the 100%. I just didn't store it in the right compartment in my brain. It's fixed.
Well, anyhow, we have some quite important matter to attend to.
Yes.
Let's get down to business.
Well, you might have heard there was a dragon attacking areas frighteningly near to Alfore. And there were quite some casualties, I'm afraid.
So this was at Black Belt. How's Black Belt now?
In ruins, mostly.
Okay.
How big was Black Belt?
I don't know the exact numbers. Like 700 people, maybe.
Village.
Do we know, like, what?
Yes, there were approximately 100 survivors, as as we know of today.
Was there a purpose to his attack? Do we know, or was it just to destroy?
Well, there has been sightings of like it's a little hard to get a concise account. Some say there were undead showing up in the city. Others say there were some kind of dark ghosts or shadows that seem to appear during the attack.
Sounds like it was Cerebor. I mean, shadows are its signature, yeah?
Yes, most people described a dragon attacking. Some said it was a red dragon. Some said it was a black dragon. There were some that said there were actually two dragons attacking. When people talk about like a nightmarish demon creature. But yes, most likely.
Oh, we have to go and clean up our mess.
Dragon.
What do you mean, ours?
What do you mean?
We let it out.
What do you mean we let it out?
Well, we sort of let it out, didn't we?
And
The hags!
I stop into the rib.
The hags let it out.
Just couldn't prevent it.
We couldn't prevent it.
Yeah, well, unless you sort of physically just put a mouth over Kellen.
I just literally punched my rib and my elbow into your rib.
And then Vornar changes the toppings. Like the shadows that erupted from that person there. This is a result of being in contact with Cerebor?
It seems so, yes. There were 3 villages that were attacked by the dragon.
Okay. Which ones?
Okay.
There was Black Belt, the largest one. Also Stone Mill and Velnias.
Are they all in
Velnias
ruins?
as well. How is Velnias
Velnias.
doing?
We have no information of people surviving there.
So you don't know if there were any survivors, or you just don't know anything about the town?
We don't know if there were any survivors.
What about stone mill?
The same.
Which one was the last one that was attacked?
Black Belt, Stone Mill, and Velnias. Those were the three. The surrounding villages all have evacuated to Alfore.
So Velnias was the last one to be attacked?
Yes. Well, it's a little hard to get, exact an exact timeline, but yes, it seems like it.
Why?
Also, it looks like the dragon has retreated into the wastelands for the moment.
Okay.
Why should people not have lights on at night? Do we have
all the dragons attack were at night. Seems he only moves during the night. And if it is indeed a shadow dragon, that checks out. Makes sense.
Would there be Sorry, you go ahead.
And has anyone been sent out to go out and deal with the dragon, or is there any plans in process to try and stop him? Her or it?
Yes, there has been actually a group of adventurers that is supposed to go out and hunt the dragon. I was firmly against sending out people at the moment, but they wouldn't listen.
Why were you against it?
It's far too dangerous.
What was the party's name? The winner?
Blue Lagoon.
They're called Lex Fabuloso.
Lex Fabuloso.
What?
I understand why you think it's too dangerous.
Those idiots?
You know them?
Oh, yes, I know them. Ha! Yes. They're imbeciles, to say the least. Beyond anything I have ever experienced. Stupidly. Almost got everybody killed, including me. Anyway.
We're not your first adventuring party?
No, yes, you guys are. I went on a couple of assignments, and I got assigned to be their guide in the wastelands. And they almost got everybody killed.
Okay. That'll be a story over a drink later.
Sure.
I have a question, Lady Darkmoor. You
Yes.
say that it checks out that it's a shadow dragon, that it only attacks at night. What do you mean by that? Is it weaker during the day, maybe?
In the case of a dragon, I would, it would be more accurate to say it's stronger at night.
So that's good to know.
Thus, seems to prefer.
Did that adventuring party go out on their own, or was it the rest of the council that said it would be a good idea?
They haven't gone yet, but they are not government controlled.
Lady Darkmoor.
They can choose to do what they want, like you guys.
Lady Darkmoor.
Yes.
What would be your
Melville.
preferred course of action dealing with this dragon?
Well, I think the city has done, an adequate job of setting up a defense perimeter. We still don't know the exact location of this creature. That would be the first step, I think.
We need to go and find it.
I have an idea.
Yes.
It's not a
We have-
classroom, but yes.
We have to lure it out somehow and track it back to its lair so that we can attack it during the day. It's attracted to light, so you have an adventuring party go out, like ourselves, into the wild or nature, with some bright lights, or we
Why?
have an
Why would you think it's attracted to lights?
Well, I mean, you were saying, you know, the whole region is completely in darkness right now. So if there is some lights, that could attract it.
Oh, like bait.
Yes.
Yes.
And so we make some bright lights in a safe place in the wild. If we see it, we find a way to track it. Although we've seen it already, so we could scry on it.
Yeah, scrying would be a good idea.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if we can track it when it's flying. It was pretty fast the last time, no?
I've got a way to track it. The moment I hit it once, I can. I just got to hit it once.
It's a good point.
No matter where it is.
You'll need a heavy crossbow.
Can you share that thing? Because I've hit it.
No, it's perfect.
Oh, shucks.
I mean, I'm capable of hitting it. It's not that I can't hit it.
Yeah. I only got to hit it.
Could we try some scrying with your nice fancy crystal ball? Did it not more?
Yes. That's fine.
How about we try right now? It's daytime, it's Forbidden Lair.
Sleeping.
Okay. And you, she leads you to a room. You know, jot down some. Always, what happened?
Yeah,
Oh.
Zoom just reset somehow.
Oh.
Oh, that was
Sorry.
not only mine. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
thought-
sorry, I
yeah.
pushed something.
You guys disappeared for a moment.
I wanted to push something else for myself, and then I pushed the wrong button. I'm sorry.
It's
Okay.
Go back.
Okay. Yeah, you get in the same room, you know, where you once scribed before. There's like a little stone pillar thingy with a crystal globe on top.
I didn't learn scrying today. I didn't think about it.
No, but the thing does it for you. We've done it before. It's a scrying magic item.
Yeah, but I need to cast a spell though, surely.
No, it casts this for you. It's
Oh, okay.
Yes. You don't need to cast a spell with this particular one.
and if I recall, we can all see, right? It's not just one person.
Yes. Well, you know, you look into the thing,
Mhm.
the crystal. The picture appears in the crystal.
Cass, do you want to do it? I feel like you were the one who was closest to the dragon.
Me? Sure.
Also, I mean, we don't
Well,
should
Now
have
we'll need to
too high
excuse himself for a
expectations.
moment.
Does it help who did it? Because I hit it. Would that help?
I hit
actually
it too.
touched it. Did you? Okay, didn't realize that.
What were you gonna say, Benny? Asher?
Just, I mean, we're not going to learn where it is from this, right? We just will learn that it still probably lives and is somewhere.
Well,
But-
it depends.
It's better than nothing, I agree, but
I mean, I saw the succubus a couple of times, and I mean, the first couple of times I was capable of, I think, recognizing where it was.
Oh, good then.
Depends, I guess. Maybe, maybe not.
I mean, it could
But I mean,
very
if
well
somebody
be
else
like
wa-
dark cavern.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll learn nothing. Maybe we'll learn something.
Sure, I agree. Let's try it.
Does somebody else? I mean, I know the wastelands, a part of the wastelands. Maybe I could recognize something. It might not be a bad idea if I do it.
Just wanted to manage expectations.
I think we can all see what's in the crystal ball. It's more like somebody has to activate it, and I thought you could do it since you were closest to it. I think.
Probably because I attacked it up front with the sword. That could be true. Anyway, sure. I'll go up and. Does Cass know how to do this?
Just wave it.
Just picture it in your mind. Don't move the crystal.
Are you sure? But when I get my wand out, when I do this, works better. Okay, I'll picture it in my mind. The dragon.
Okay.
It's black because it makes a saving throw.
Just let me think shortly. Okay.
Failed. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
It would have failed, but it chooses to succeed instead.
Even though it's asleep.
We just burned a resistance. Come on, let's go fight it now.
Oh.
Try again.
Like, you know, there's like some dark smoke stuff like that starts to form a picture, but then it kind of dissipates.
Okay. You can only scry once on something if it succeeds per day.
Per day.
24
Well,
hours.
it was a long shot.
Today we want to fight it, we do this again. I'm serious.
Try tomorrow.
It's gonna choose to succeed every day.
But it can only can only do that so many times, surely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but long rest
Every
will
day.
reset that.
Yeah, you can do it at least. You can do it a couple times per day, and you can only do it once per 24 hours. So
Yes, but that's this device. If I have a method to describe myself, I can try it myself. So that'd be twice a day.
Still not true.
Probably true, yeah.
try.
And maybe we can give the third option to ask Singer to do it a third time.
Maybe. Maybe not.
So it has to somehow consciously. Yeah, the thing is also we've got General, what's his name? The magician?
Azure?
Azure.
Ah.
So if all four of us have a go at it, I can cast it twice, spell twice. Then we have at least someone's got to succeed.
It's a bit metagamey though. We don't know that it has 3 legendary resistances.
They have never seen it.
I'd say eventually, hopefully, it'll run out of the ability to negate.
Lady Darkmoor, how could it resist this?
Well, dragons are very magical creatures. It is hard to affect them sometimes.
How often can it do that?
Sorry, yes, metagame. Sorry.
I don't know. Hard to tell.
Can we all give it a go in a day? As in,
I mean,
yourself,
you can do as you please.
Yourself, myself.
I haven't seen the creature. Uzur hasn't either.
I could show it to you with a minor illusion. Would that work?
Seen
it doesn't work like that.
But but we've all seen it. Therefore, we could all.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, no, I meant.
I cannot scry.
All of our party has seen it, so we could all attempt to focus on it.
No, it's gonna, if it's like, this is meta. If it's gonna be the same device, it's gonna fail because you can only do once per day.
The only way I think would work is if you give me the scrying in my ring, then I can cast it. But yeah,
that might work if even.
Yeah, but I feel like
discussing about something that we don't actually know
and nor understand. So yeah. Okay, so
yes, you also don't really know why it didn't work.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. Maybe you can scry on this dragon.
Is there going to be, just so I understand, like I'm kind of, we haven't really talked about this together, folks, but I feel like we want to stop this dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We have
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not against that.
So, can we get Alfore to send us on the job officially, so that we have
the job?
Yeah, like something.
I think we just, I don't know. I think our good druid there has just admitted
to nothing.
Admitted to the fact that we are kind of the cause of the problem.
The witnesses.
I think asking to be paid to deal with this, it's kind of a bit rich, but
yeah.
Okay.
That's
just Mel's perspective.
Okay, so we need to make a plan, but we don't know too much about this dragon. Lady Darkmoor, if you have any information that could help us make a strategy. Last time it flew away very easily.
Yes.
I'd rather fast.
Well, you know, as a government official, I would ask you to stay in a city for a potential attack to help in, you know, its defense. But ultimately, what you decide to do is up to you.
I mean,
you know,
sit and wait it is.
finding out as much as you can about this dragon would be a good start, I think.
Yeah, maybe sit and wait. Cass can then attack it, and then we know where it is. Then we can follow it.
Yes.
the problem is if it
Dragons
attacks us,
are historically very, you know, intelligent and cunning. Making a trap or bait it out is going to be harder than it would be for, you know, a beast. You know.
the only problem is if we just wait for it to attack Alforay, then Alforay is going to suffer a lot of damage. I was kind of hoping we could find out and avoid any more cities being attacked.
Yeah, but I mean, otherwise
Yes.
we're wandering around the wastelands fighting God knows what in all that time until we maybe find it.
I can tell you all 3 attacks happened most likely at the same night,
Okay.
which
Okay.
was which is a couple days ago. It
That's
hasn't been
efficient.
seen since.
So you're
What
saying
I think is it's, you know, has been building its lair, and there is a good chance that it won't come out again. But of course, we don't, you know, make our defense strategies around theories like that.
Why would it attack these towns anyway? Did it have something to gain from this?
You know, search of minions, maybe treasure, boredom. Yeah,
Was there treasure in these places?
you know, there's treasure wherever there's people, just not you know, as much as a dragon would desire. But you know, if this truly is a shadow dragon, I think its motivations are going to be warped to a, you know, conventional colored or chromatic one. It is hard to discern its true motivation. You know, I don't know if treasures and gold as bait would work. This is what I'm saying.
do we know if by any chance daylight does anything, I don't know, to it? Would it be an idea to up the defenses with some daylight spell thingies?
Yes, that's. There's a good chance that's true, and there has been some stuff has been done in that direction.
Okay, okay.
These people that are outside that suddenly have that smoke thingy, did they get like touched by the dragon, or like what's it? Brim said it might be connected to their emotions, or were they like touched by? In what way does that start to happen, and how does that affect them?
I don't know exactly. They have, you know, they have experienced darkness as only very few people have in this world, I think, and it's had a great effect on them.
In what way do you? I mean, I understand how I would mean that, but in what way do you mean that they've experienced darkness?
You know, this dragon is an entity of darkness. It's made of it. And, countering it without any, without being mighty heroes or any real defenses is a traumatic experience, to say the least. I'm afraid I can't give you a definite answer.
Is there a protection against the darkness as such?
Yeah. Not for, people per se, but there are, things you can do.
What would protect us?
It's hard to say. It's, for everyone, it's a bit different, I think.
Can you be a bit more specific? Because that's not helpful.
Or what do you mean by defenses?
Well, literally, what would protect us against the thing that these people have suffered?
Strong will.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Is there some sort of
A good constitution.
Spell?
Like, general warning spells, I suppose. I don't think there is a specific thing that would help against it.
Oh.
Anything that wouldn't work well on it? Like sometimes creatures resist fire, for example.
Yeah. Say maybe poison or acid or necrotic or something like that. I would think that would work the worst.
How can we, if it attacks Alforia, what would be a good strategy to attack it, to fight it? Like we need to pin it down, right?
Yes. Either you make it so the dragon can't fly, or you make it that you can also fly.
I have ways to make his speed 0, but he might choose to have it not affect it for a couple of rounds.
And then
but for a couple of moments. But I mean, I can try that again. Just the only thing is I get weaker when I do that. But it might be an option.
Is it from a different plane? Lady Darkmoor?
It's certainly influenced by a different plane.
But from this one nonetheless.
But I don't think its origin would be from a different plane.
I wonder if we could cast, I don't mean cast, we have a bunch of spells. Okay, so it seems to be pretty resistant to magical effects, right? So I could banish it, but it might resist that very well. You might do your thing that stops it, but it might resist that as well. I think Kellen might have a few tricks up his sleeve. But if we all try those things, maybe one of them is going to go through.
Yeah.
But then the question is, okay, we've immobilized it. It might just be for a little while. It would be good if we have maybe a physical way to stop it. If the ballistas, for example, had chains attached to their arrows so that it weighs it down, or even if it hits, it ties it to a building. I don't know, I'm just making things up now, but...
Yeah. I mean, there's physical means of actually doing some, like you said, with a ballista, with chains, which might kind of slow the whole point of, it might not reach as far, but we could also see if there's ropes or like really sturdy ropes.
Or Melville over here could grapple it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hang on the feet.
Like it grappled me, but
Asher,
Grapple it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
does your you know when you talk to someone, does that only work with like humanoids, or would that also work maybe say a dragon or something that's not humanoid?
I don't know. I for sure have never tried. I guess I would need to find out.
To do what,
Because
sir?
the spell that Asher talks to people in their head, I was wondering if that's just for humanoids or if that might work on something that's not humanoid.
Usually it works on creatures that I'm familiar with, but I've never tried it on something else than a humanoid, actually.
Well, you are familiar with this dragon, right?
they spent the
It's a
evening
creature
together.
you're familiar with. You met
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Sure. I mean, I could give it a try for sure, but what would be the goal with this?
We'd bait it to come. I mean, we could prepare something and we could bait it to come here.
Tell it it
Dragons.
stinks.
Like insult it. You're so ugly.
But they seem very proud, right? So he was proud, and he was at least up to some degree.
And also very smart. Just remember that. It will see that bait coming if it's very obvious.
Arrogant.
Well, but he also like connected with your dragon thingy, right? War.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna work, but the question is, we need to get it somewhere. And what you said about not really wanting to get it here in Alfora, it kind of makes sense, right?
But it's not as if the Alforians aren't
Alforio.
aren't prepared for this. It's like the Alforians have prepared themselves quite well for an encounter with a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, we could also bait it here.
I mean, there's like how many ballistas hanging up there? How many ballistas have been installed, Frau Lady Darkmoor?
50.
About 50.
Yes.
I mean, I agree the ballistas would be very useful to have. I'm just saying, if the fight is happening here, there will be casualties. Potentially, a lot of them. I feel like we should speak to General Uzur.
Sure.
I mean, he's got a lot of magics and a lot of magic people around him that can probably do a lot of things that we can't. Maybe we could... Maybe they could summon a giant cage that comes hurling onto the dragon and pin it down, you know? I don't know. I don't know what those wizards can do.
Just a giant leash, maybe.
Yeah,
Dog.
something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we need combined forces. I feel like just us six.
Well, why can't we engage the other adventuring parties?
No, you do not want to do that.
Why not?
They're
Because
incompetent.
they're
No, not the ones we adventured with, the Frog Islands.
Oh, sorry.
Which ones?
Well, those are the ones that were with us on Frog Island. Not the Mariners, the other ones.
Yeah, the Dragonborn and others.
Yeah, but how long are they going to take to get here?
It doesn't matter. This dragon's is not going to be until we get rid of it. It's not going to go away.
Yeah, but he might be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
so it does matter.
Make an attempt to bring them here.
Lady Darkmoor.
Yes.
The city has prepared itself quite well. In your opinion, what chance would the dragon have against the defenses that the city has prepared? Would it be a wise thing to do or unwise thing to do to attack the city in its current state?
I think the dragon isn't looking for a fight. You know, the defense of the city isn't here in expectance to fight and kill the dragon. It's as, you know, a precaution so it won't come here.
So the deterrence you estimate is effective.
Yes.
So,
My opinion, I don't think this dragon will show up here.
okay, so we don't need to worry about fighting it here then, and I don't think it's a possibility. So what we need is more information.
Yes. The location of this dragon is unknown at the moment.
Like not even the direction of it approximately or anything?
It is, you know, very likely that it's somewhere in the wastelands. It is, if my information on Shadow Dragon is correct, it has, you know, searched a layer, maybe in a swamp or some caverns. Most likely not, you know, out in the sun when it's daytime. It is also likely it's going if this dragon has some kind of ability to, you know, turn its vanquished enemies into, you know, death thralls or something like that. It maybe searches for, you know, more fodder. Maybe here, maybe somewhere else. Dragons can move quite fast.
Yes.
I didn't quite understand if you said you don't think it will attack Alfora or you think it will attack Alfora.
I don't think it will attack Alfora.
Then we need to go to a village that hasn't been attacked yet or something.
Yes, but I can, you know, only stress that this dragon is very much, you know, we can't know what's going to happen. Maybe it shows up in Umami tomorrow, or, you know, Frog Islands could be. It's very fast at traversing the continent. No, it could be in Marina right now, for all we know.
So, nice. And the only way to really find out where the dragon is to try and scry on it again. Or is there another method to try and find out where the dragon is?
Well,
I mean, you mentioned
as a
swamps
GM, I'll say scrying doesn't give you like a location on a map.
No. Yeah.
You just see it from above, you know.
Okay.
If it's like sleeping in a cave, I don't, you know,
Yeah,
that
you
might
know.
help you, but it's just, you just see the inside of a cave.
That's what
Could
I
be
meant.
anywhere.
Yeah.
We only have confirmation that it's still alive.
Okay. So the natural habitat of this dragon is a swamp or a cavernous area?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe to all of the above.
Subterranean. You know?
Okay, so I think my suggestion would be if we try and talk to a geologist or to someone who knows something about the area, a map person, and ask them about possible locations for
Layers.
lairs.
Yeah, but it's the
I mean-
wastelands. There's
Nobody
not
knows
many.
what's going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cass, a couple of like people have been out there. There's not a map about the wastelands.
Isn't there a map from the area before the wars?
Yeah, but that's not going to be the same if you're looking for a swamp.
Yeah, we'd probably be able to find a cavernous area. I mean, that's one
Yeah,
suggestion. The other,
He needs a really, really big cave, underground cave. That sort of has to be mountains or a ridge of hills at the very least.
Yeah, but what if it's a swamp? She said swamp too, right? I mean, there's a lot of swampy areas in the wastelands.
Did Lady Dartmoor? Sorry, did you say swamp as well, Lady Dartmoor?
Could be. Black dragons have layers in swamps.
Oh.
Okay, I feel like
I think we need to find out where it is
Yeah.
and the sort of terrain it's in through scrying somehow. And then we can then narrow it down as to where it might be.
and we need
There's
more.
so many possibles.
We need more experts' opinion. I feel like we have a few generals who are very capable in Alfora. And if we really want to do this seriously, I think we should meet with them all. Maybe have a crisis meeting with the important people of Alfora so we can agree on how we're moving forward with this.
Maybe
get all the information and resources they can provide.
a mass scrying session. You know, we all try and scry, and hopefully one of us succeeds.
Again, that's metagaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I still think scrying is not going to bring us that much closer to our goal.
Yeah.
Is there
Oh,
a
no,
possibility to
it's
track something that he took with him, maybe? Like an object that was stolen from one of the villages? Does anyone have an ability to track something like that?
How would you track it?
I don't know, like locate an object?
Yeah, but then you can also locate creature. It's practically the same spell.
I don't know how that works. I don't have those spells.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying as well. Maybe it
Make
works
them.
with something that is in the cave and not itself. Maybe that's easier. I don't know.
Kellen, can you locate creature?
Sure, within a certain radius.
Also, Cass, there is kind of a map of the wastelands, just of the areas that has been,
Okay.
traversed by your people.
Okay.
I can show you like
Okay.
a map thingy if you want.
Yes. Please, in that case.
Okay, let me see if it works.
While he's pulling that, best idea ever. Invisible, hasted, giant eagle with locate creature zipping through the wastelands.
That sounds like an awesome idea. I'll do it.
I was thinking like a sonar going just above.
Yeah. It's 1,000 feet. As long as it's not too deep underground, it's doable.
Yeah, but you can only do 10-minute runs with the haste.
You do a lot of terrain, you cover a lot of terrain. But I mean, I'm not saying it's going to work, but I think it could. Especially if we see swamps. We see, what was the other? Swamps or mountains, you said?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
We see it.
Okay.
Cool.
So, where did we go? Like the ruins? Is that where we went? Nico?
Just let me move some stuff. So, you went.
Draw us a line. What do we do?
You started here, and you traveled there to there, and about here was where you found the cave thingy. Yes. The circles are all the like sleeping places that are,
so I drew it pretty well.
So there's a lot of swamps.
Yeah.
Quite a few ruin streaks.
To Vaughn's suggestion of organizing a crisis meeting, I'd suggest that they probably had the conversations.
But they didn't have the very capable adventurers who have already encountered the dragon and survived it.
I don't think we can bring anything. We can't provide them any more information than they already have.
No, but they could tell us, like, if we tell them we're going after the dragon, they might say, here's a thing that's going to help you have it not escape, or here's, I don't know, I'm just making things up now, but maybe Uzur has a way, because, maybe he has a cool spell that I could put in my ring that's going to pin it down, I don't know. Unless we ask, because they haven't really made the strategy of sending us after it. And having that information, they might come up with new ideas, or we might come up with new ideas while talking to them. And then also we look cool and brave.
So I might ask Darkmoor one final question. What do you suggest we do?
Well, what is your goal?
Well, we want to deal with the dragon. We
kill a dragon.
Feel responsible.
Destroy.
That we couldn't stop these hags from liberating it.
Yeah, okay, sure.
It's, I would say just, even if, finding out where it is a first step. But once you find it out, just going there and start fighting it would be a poor choice, I feel. I don't think this dragon can just be defeated like that.
I mean, it seemed like it was sealed away. And the giant could not...
Was it?
Well, it's just a deduction, but from what we've witnessed, it seemed like it was...
I probably need more nudging at this point in time. I'm stepping on my foot, because otherwise, can I open his mouth to talk?
I mean, let me finish my sentence. The way we've witnessed its escape, it seemed like it came out of a prison that the hags elaborately allowed it to escape. It's 100% the truth, what I just said, by the way. Side note.
Yeah, it's not quite the truth, though.
No, it's just I omitted a small step.
Insight. She gets a 29, and she says,
Well, it looks like you know a lot about this dragon. And if anyone were to find out where it is, I think you would have a, one of the, better chances of finding it. However you do. You seem very, crafty group.
We did just kill a queen.
Yes, you defeated the witch on the Frog Islands. I haven't congratulated you on that yet. Good job.
Thank you.
probably
We tried our best.
yes. Stopped an invasion.
Well, again, as a government official, I would ask you to stay in the city for a couple days. For security reasons.
Sure.
Not for your security, for the city's security.
Okay. That's fine. We don't have a problem with that. Though I would like to go to Marina and pick up some stuff.
And not as a council member?
She was doing air quotes the whole time.
That's why I'm asking, and not as a council member?
Well, there are still, mysteries about this dragon, and they don't know. I don't think all of the answers are, to be found in the city here.
Any idea where they might be found?
I'm afraid not, no.
I'm gonna guess in the wastelands.
Yes. Well, I mean, you do know that I'm best in the wastelands, so I don't know how well I am in the city.
I don't like the idea of just sitting idle.
Well, we could certainly have a couple of days off. While we sort of formulate plans. Well, there's things about great invisibility, eagle, and
Well, the thing is, I mean, if it's not out in the daytime, it's a night creature. It should be comparatively, at least the swamps, we should be able to check out if it's there during the day.
Sure.
Figure out
how far are the swamps away from us on that map? In terms of distance. And
About days travel on foot. All the circles are like the safe places.
Yeah, okay.
And like the first perimeter is about, a day's walk in.
I'm not looking at it from walking purposes. I'm looking at it from flight purposes. I'm not thinking about walking anywhere if I can absolutely help it.
Maybe like, half an hour.
Half an hour.
Don't forget there are fiery flying creatures with those fire bows.
Yeah, well, we should
we
should be maybe a bit better equipped now to deal with that.
Yeah, we can take care of this. That's not an issue. I kind of feel like you could be around it and then just kind of fly back and forth and do the locate creature thingy. Cover like a good distance of it. In 10 minutes, you can cover a lot.
Yep. I can carry 2 people, Castle of Cape beforehand, and then we can go great invisibility and haste. I don't know. No, don't need haste.
I mean, normal invisibility would do as well.
Yes.
Normal invisibility. I mean, okay, that's fine. I get a long time in world shape now. As my understanding of it increases. So sure. Pretty much. There's a lot of area we can cover in pretty much a whole day.
What are these runes, Cass?
Which runes?
On the map. There's a bunch of runes here and there.
Ruins.
Yes.
Oh.
Ruins.
Yes, ruins. Yes.
Sorry.
I think
you.
Lady Darkmoor is more versed in explaining why they're there. But there are a lot of ruins in the wastelands because of things got destroyed, right, in the war. But Lady Darkmoor.
Yeah. There used to be villages in there like there are here, of course, before the wastelands, and that's what's left.
What a waste.
Yes.
Bad pun.
Ho ho ho.
Well, I like the idea of actually going out and at least by day. I mean, we can be back by night and make sure that we'd help the city if it gets attacked. But like go out today or something and cover those spots that would
Sounds
be
like a plan.
possible there places.
Is General Elena back in the city?
Yes.
Should we speak with?
What time is it presently?
Sorry.
What time is it presently?
Still morning, maybe.
Well, yeah, 10 in the morning.
Can I insight check Lady Darkmoor? Just kind of her. Like,
Just general, sure.
yeah, like her moods generally. How much she realized.
She's having a good day.
Our fault. She's pissed. I don't know. Whatever. I could check.
Make me an insight check.
Let's see how well I rolled that.
Awesome.
She has a mild headache.
Up today. Okay, whatever.
You've never been good at insight.
Finding us slightly irritating.
It seems as a general mysterious aura.
Same old same.
Like always, yes.
Just
Can we meet? Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I was about to say, Lady Dartmoor, do you know of a larger creature than a giant eagle that flies? That's not a dragon.
Every time.
There we go again.
I have to ask somewhere. I mean, I would like to carry more people, but the problem is I've got giant eagle and it carries 2.
A rock, R-O-C, or a rock, V-R-O-C. They're quite large.
Okay. Are they? What are they? Are they
Lots
are
of
they
demons,
intelligent?
devils that can fly.
You
I think cloud giants, some of them can fly.
that doesn't. I was looking for things I could potentially transform into. Anything that comes to mind?
You could turn into an eagle, and then somewhere they could cast enlarge on you.
That's actually a very good idea.
Oh, I don't think of that before. Oh,
Too bad we don't have it.
True.
But getting back to the idea of Kellen Eagle flying above the wastelands, I mean, if he would just carry me, I could make us both invisible for 8 hours.
If you encounter something that's not the best idea, I kind of feel like we could go to the edge of one of these places, like let's say one of the swamps, and then we stay there, and then maybe you go with Kellen, those 10 minutes checking versus like being out there for hours and none of us knowing what's happening. And
yeah, I understand what you're saying. I was also not like suggesting is that the best idea, because there's definitely risks. I'm just saying that it would be maybe something that we can explore.
but we could maybe go. Sorry.
Yes.
Would it be possible to get an image of the wastelands and the surrounding towns that were attacked?
Well, like the distances are not gonna line up, I don't think, but I'll try.
Oh, we already have black belt there, so.
Yeah, but like, I'd like to know the other places. They're all hit at the same night, so maybe there's like a logical flight path that this person has taken, and if we could find out which one was hit first somehow, we could maybe
the trajectory.
Work out like the
black belt was first, so there's a lead there.
It's probably here.
Oh, you moved everything.
Oh, I moved.
He's playing with the map, so.
Nope. No, almost.
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It wasn't a straight line for sure. Maybe did like a circle and back. After Vilnius.
Okay. I'm getting there.
It's fine.
Like this?
Probably a bit too small.
But not that bad.
Yeah.
Else on the
No, do you see the lakes? It's supposed to be the different, the scales, obviously.
Sure, I mean, that's fine.
So,
put it to...
You know, black belt is here on the small map, and black belt is here on the big map.
Yeah.
Put the small
so he went to black belt. He went to black belt first, and he flew where?
To. I can't read now.
It was here.
Here. And then Vilnius.
And then
Vilnius.
If I'm not completely mistaken.
So that looks like a.
I'm so confused.
So he either came, I don't know, he probably came from the swamps to the north.
From this one.
Yeah, one of those two swamps, if I'd have a guess.
Or this mountain range.
Yeah, somewhere in the northern half. Otherwise, it would have made more sense if he came from the swamp to the south. To have gone to the second attack site first, right?
Exactly.
If he went from the big swamp in the back left-hand corner, it probably didn't really matter which order. No, I probably would have attacked the second town first.
Second town first.
I think what we're saying is that, you can forget this.
Yeah, we're probably looking at something
as best estimates, at least.
Here-ish.
Man, I wish I could just draw like this all the time without messing your beautiful art.
It's just imagine.
What happened?
No.
Lady Darkmoor has got a map out, and we're just doodling all over it. Expensive leather parchment. We're like,
sure, make her hate us even more.
Yeah, well, she has maps. If you know.
I mean, but that looks like a good beginning, right?
Yeah. So we focus on the northern end, basically.
And there are hills amongst that lot.
And safe places as well.
Oh.
Yeah. You could maybe camp here between the two swamps first.
Yeah.
And then send 2 scouting parties to each swamp.
No, we
we stay together.
One.
Stay together, yeah. And we need that locate creature.
So we want to...
So we have to go on foot then, because there's no way all of us are going to be lifted.
Also, we can be much more stealthier if we are on the ground and not in the air. Just saying.
There's always the question: do we want to be stealthy? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're trying to attract attention from the dragon, but obviously there's a lot of other things that we could attract attention to.
Kellen,
From
do you have that? You know those creatures. You know when you get the giant owls, or
You can put polymorph in the ring of spell storing.
no? But I mean, you know when you get the, you know you always summon these owls that we fly on. Could you do that
Yeah.
today?
Yes, it's generally I've got that saved always. It's been so useful. It's one of the things I always learn.
So we could quickly get to the edge of the swamp and then.
I'm going to roll a d6, and it'll determine which place we're going to check out first.
Okay.
You up for this?
Well,
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what happens. My first dice roll, and it's hung at rolling dice. Yay, 6.
Hey!
Yay.
That'll be the mountains behind the forest.
makes no sense, but sure.
Okay.
We dropped you all off at the ruins, at that safe circle, the ruins, and then I take Cass and Asher with me and go scout out that area.
Question though, any chance we could not do this today and just go fresh in the morning, first thing in the morning tomorrow? Because I would, get I cast teleportation circle today already, so that's just one less thing I can do. We could meet with General Uzur and General Elena today and try and get some information from them.
I've got a better idea. Why can't we go to Marina and back?
I was going to suggest the same. If that is doable in one day.
Go to Marina and back, pick up our money, and come back again.
Paid.
How long is the round trip?
I don't know anymore.
I think it's longer than a day, isn't it?
Could be.
I remember you taking a night. You had to spend a night to get to Freshwater with Melville.
But we were on foot then.
No. It was
we flew.
just Kellen and Melville just flew on their own to Freshwater, and they had to spend a night before.
But we stayed overnight, basically.
Mm.
We just chose to stay overnight.
Didn't you sleep one night on the way there and then made it on the second
I'll
day?
say 3 days to get there and back.
What? Even flying?
Flying. Okay.
Yes, flying.
Well,
So it's not what we do.
Walking takes several weeks.
yes.
Sorry, what?
We just send one of the watchdogs to collect our money.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
Just need to do the ascending. Or we could have them, the guy who we met in Alfora is probably going to come back here. Not the ambassador, but the envoy.
So one thing we do need to do is one of you guys needs to message the guy whose job we're meant to be doing and now we can't do.
That's true. No, we really
So
can't do it.
we have that responsibility and we ought to tell him that we can't be there.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. Lilith, Lady Darkmoor, Lilith,
Lilith is fine.
With dragons, when they are, I've heard that when they're at a place for quite some time, they tend to change their surrounding a bit. Would you happen to know, since he originates from a black dragon,
Yes.
or is a shadow dragon, would you know how he would change that surrounding by any chance? Or would you know where I could find that out?
There isn't much information about shadow dragons.
I've done research already, in fact. I'm going to guess shadowy changes.
Yes. That would be a good guess.
So maybe
shadow dragons are in their how they influence their surroundings is a bit more unpredictable than other dragons.
do you think that what they said about since I have an affinity with undead, do you think what they said about undead was accurate or possibly accurate? Because I could maybe track that easier in that way if there might be like more undead around him.
There are certainly creatures with the ability to raise whatever they slay. You know, if it's true that this dragon has such an ability, these minions would certainly be undead.
Okay. Do you think there's a possibility of it?
Yes.
So that might be an indication for us. Find it easier. Or that shadowy stuff.
Yes, maybe.
But let's keep in mind, Lily Darkmoor here is saying that finding the lair is the objective, not actually engaging, because it seems to be very, very powerful.
Yes, I agree. I'm just saying that could be something to find it easier, right? Because I am capable of tracking that easier, right? Or maybe something of his surrounding is there that maybe we see it even by eye, or, you know, maybe it has started to change its surrounding already. I mean, it's been there for more than a few days now, probably. So.
Yes. Maybe if you go to the locations where it attacked, you can find something, or find these creatures.
We could also do that.
That's true. Yeah.
Should we actually go check out the other towns first?
Well, I'd really like to see how Vilnius is doing, to tell you the truth.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm very worried about them.
Yeah, that would not be a bad idea.
What's the plan to do what?
Lady Darkmoor was recommending us to potentially investigate also the places that were attacked, to see if we can find any clues there.
I rolled the d6.
Well, I'm not saying we shouldn't. When we go to the wasteland, we can go to that place first. But
Die has been rolled. The decision can't be turned back now.
Yes.
Well,
Die
but
has been cast.
You know what? We could actually check, because if they truly had undead there, I could actually start tracking those. If they're minions, they might have followed it back towards the lair or something. You could start tracking something. Even if it's not undead, whatever it was. It's a good idea to go to the places.
And if we're flying, we can get there pretty quickly as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if as long as we go during the daytime, I think we're kind of safer.
Okay, so where do you want to go?
These safe houses in the wastelands, are they also safe from the dragon, or all bets are loose? Okay.
Yeah, they're not safe from a dragon.
I mean, they're
right?
supposed to.
I look at later.
They're supposed to protect from detection, so I'm wondering.
Well, I suppose they would still be safer than just any other spots, but not safe.
Not safe.
I can still make the hut though. Maybe that helps a bit.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
What does it protect from? What did it? Was it fire? No, it wasn't fire. What did it do? Lightning? No. Acid.
What did
Acid-y?
what do?
The dragon. What was it?
Breath.
Fire?
No.
Acid?
No.
I can't remember. I don't think anyone got breathed on. He just.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It hit me. I remember it hit me. Just don't remember what it was.
Something black.
A necrotic? No.
Lightning.
Was it lightning? She wouldn't remember, Nico.
A history check.
She was hit by it. Like, if you've been burned, you remember.
Yeah, but you
it a
fought
fiery
so
burning
many
Do I have advantage?
So many shadow dragons
No.
we fought. Like,
Shadow Dragon isn't undead. A
I
Draco.
got hit by it. That's why I mean advantage.
Oh. Well, you just fought like a queen, a witch queen,
Doesn't matter. 21. It's the same.
a dragon,
I'll interrupt you.
necrotic.
I said that.
was right.
I said that.
Yeah, so black, your veins got all black and stuff, you know, like your moisture was drained from your body, stuff like that.
Oh, my stuff does necrotic damage. That sucks, man. My special stuff.
Need a paladin.
Or a cleric.
Yeah, shucks, neither exists.
Fire will do just fine.
Okay, so we'll figure things out today, and then we'll start out tomorrow, because my cousin here would like to go talk to the generals, which kind of makes sense.
Why don't we go today to the villages?
Yeah.
Check the.
We could also
don't we
check the
wanna do that?
villages, yeah.
Yeah.
We could send. We could split the party for the recon.
Split the party. Oh.
We could. I mean, it's just like a little side trip to Velnias and back, right?
Split the party. Oh. Great.
And
It
Not
would-
with a dragon being out and about. That's just dangerous.
Nah, come
I'm
on.
up for it.
as a player, I'd like to roll them more than 1d6 by the end of the evening. But I'm not going to. But no pressure.
I just want to say it's not the split the party rule is in dungeons.
Yeah, but if there's a dragon out and about, like Agoria is like no flying,
It's
no this or that,
daytime.
and then we're like, let's split, and we'll be like 2 people and 3 people flying somewhere. That's an awesome idea.
It'll be fine.
All right. So the plan is to go to.
I'm out. I'll go out.
The Freak Village, right?
Yeah.
That's
Vilnius.
that's very judgmental, but
Ideally, I don't have to cast any spells at all, and I take
You know, there is a black belt you can investigate.
I take
Oh.
2 people out to Stone Mill or Black Belt
Velnias.
or Velnias.
Black belt had the most people, and Stonemill and Velnias are. Stonemill is the smallest village, and then Velnias is in between.
I look at Darkmoor. Can you send a couple of us?
What do you mean?
Like get us there? Like this?
Let me think.
Yeah.
What
Pretty
can I do?
What can
What-
I-
what-
oh,
spell
if she
do
has
you have
teleport,
today?
oh boy. Is she a wizard? What? No, she's not a wizard, is she?
Well, I created her as a sorcerer originally, but I don't know what Nico did with her.
You don't really know.
She's called sorceress, right? That's what she's called.
Yes.
Let's say it like that.
No, I can't.
Any
So-
very fast transportation means you can provide the feathery ones?
I'd rather it just me and I take 2 people.
That's fine.
Invisible.
I'd rather stay anyway. So
Yeah, okay, I guess that would make sense because then Vorna can go have a talk to the mages.
Yeah.
And 3 people can go to the
Not 3.
Vilnius,
Take 2.
and I guess Melba will just take care of the bar.
Oh,
Do
you
some
can
light
go. I'll
dusting
go
or
with my-
something.
You can go. I'll go with my cuz. I'll stay in the city.
Someone needs to take it. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, if you want to do that, I'm fine with that too.
where would you rather be, Melville?
Home.
There's
like a hard
probably
body
no
at
one
the
at home right now.
Look, you can come with me and we can do some politics. It's gonna be fun.
Yay, it's totally what Melville loves.
We could meet with the Onyx Watch a bit and see what they're up to.
Onyx watches us.
Sorry, the Watchdogs. The Watchdogs.
I'll
Maybe
go
you
to the
could-
pub and make it nice for the watchdogs. I guess
Oh.
that's what I can do.
And we have a few things to sell as well. While the prices for iron are still high, it's not going to last long. It's still
So-
good. Yes.
What are you doing?
Okay, who's going to Velnias? Raise your hand.
Well, funnily enough, I am.
I
Shocker.
think Melville will take care of the home front.
Okay, then I'll go.
You don't want to go to Vilnius? I mean,
I know. He'll take over the home. Do all the selling and the shopping and all that sort of stuff.
Sure. I thought
Then
you
I'll
were
go.
buying. No, no.
Yeah, maybe it makes sense if Cass goes with her like special tracking thingies.
Yep.
And Asher, you want to go or you want to stay?
I'm indifferent.
I need
I'll do
someone
what
for the
serves the
invisibility.
purpose best.
You have the invisibility you could provide.
Well, I can't do that. And Cass can't do that. So, in terms of visibility, it's either you or Vorna.
Can you carry two of us?
Yes. As long as Cass leaves her half plate behind.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're too heavy otherwise.
I am?
Yeah, well, plate weighs a lot.
She's a big girl.
Not half plate. Half plate is just half.
Does it? Do I, Nico? Do I have to take off my half plate? So he can
Fly?
carry- Yeah, to carry me?
Well, you haven't until now.
Yeah.
Are you getting fussy now?
Yeah.
going on?
What's this? I didn't gain weight. I lost weight.
Make it a bit easier for
This is
flying. That
offensive.
length of time, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm okay. Let's split the party. Let's make a
So,
dark scouting druidic.
As a dungeon master, I'll say you can split the party, but you know there might be stuff going on outside the city that is like a whole thing.
Okay, let's not split the party.
If someone's not there, it's just gonna suck.
Okay.
Like wait for like 3 hours or something.
Okay, that is a fair warning.
Then we'll go together. I have a great idea. Let's all go together.
You know what? I want to stay with my cousin.
Yeah.
Well, what can
Yes.
happen? I mean,
I'll say inside the city, you can split errands, that's fine. Outside the city, for now at least. If the dragon were to attack when you're in Valnias and Voronar is like shopping somewhere, it's gonna be like sad for everyone.
Yeah. Well, why don't we do the generals and then we go to Vilnius?
I know what. Because the Valnius generals are usually busy, and so how about Lily Darkmoor? Could you, if you'd be so kind,
Please.
and
Yes.
disposed, arrange a meeting with the generals this evening? A supper, perhaps,
And will I be attending as well?
if you wish.
That'd be nice.
I will not be cooking.
Okay, then I'll be there.
Just
You
because
can
you're not
aegis
cooking.
elves.
Yes.
Sorry.
I don't think. Where would this be?
At your
Well,
place, of course.
it could be at Oakview, but obviously I know the generals or yourself may have.
Okay, it will be at my place.
All right, very well.
She seems really excited. Sorry.
This evening, 9 o'clock.
Will there be a beef?
I just kind of nudge Melville. My arm.
Yes, there will be beef. Also, please dress accordingly.
Hooray.
You mean
Oh shit.
Oh, yes, you can dust those out.
you
Take
mean
those out of the handy haversack. No. Oh, back in holding. Here we go.
I will
It's
dress
not a
as
ball. It's a dinner.
I will dress as finely as I have during the ball. If you recall, I was dressed just the same. But
Yeah, that required no effort there. Eleanor.
no, I comb my hair, I perfume myself.
You didn't have a bath though. Still.
No, I did. What are you talking about?
Anyway, thank you very much
Well,
for that.
yes. Well, Lex Fabuloso is going to leave right about now. If you want to see them off, you can.
What is to measure them up for coffins or something?
We could.
Where would they be?
At the harbor.
Oh yeah, they're gonna cross the river.
Yes, let's go there.
Yes. Also, Cassandra, I would like to speak to you in private in like the next days, if that's possible.
Mhm. course.
We
Mara?
could,
Ooh, sorry.
we could excuse ourselves if you'd like to speak now.
You just step out.
I mean, don't want to keep you waiting.
No, we
It's up
could
to you.
start doing our stuff we need to do. And
So what are we doing now then? So we've been told going out not as a group is a bad thing.
we're going to go as a group.
So where? What are we doing now?
We're going to go to Valiance, but
countdown?
before that, we're going to go see this adventuring party that Cass doesn't like because they're lame. I'd like to just chat a bit with the watchdogs, just a bit, and then we go.
Why don't you guys head to the Oakview so that you can chat with the watchdogs, and then we meet down
Sure.
at the harbor, and I'll show you guys those imbeciles of Lex, whatever.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Bye-bye. And Morna just walks backwards. Oh,
I'm just like face palm.
do you want me to leave Sora with you so that she could...
No, that's fine.
Okay.
What first?
Bye-bye. And we're off. Right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Say goodbye. See you later.
Mhm.
Time to say goodbye.
Ciao.
Okay, you all leave. Cass, you're staying or you're leaving as well?
I'm staying.
Okay, you're staying. So yeah, Iron leaves. Cass, she kind of leads you to a room, like one of the hallways, lots of rooms. You do notice there is like, no, never mind.
What?
I best set decided against it. It's
Okay.
Opening it up, it's kind of a laboratory, it seems.
Another one.
Yeah, she has quite a lot.
You'd think she's compensating for something.
Right.
Knowledge is
Because she
sexy.
needs to.
And she brings out like a thin, long wooden box.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of opens it up, and you see inside 10 potions, but this size, all corked.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at you. I've been working on these for the last 24 hours. Some of the people out there training, I think, they're in what they have experienced are quite similar to you.
In what way?
They seem to be bonded with the darkness now.
Okay. That's
And
not.
they have a great thirst for revenge and power.
Okay.
And
Friendly.
that is something I could provide. And she kind of points to the potions.
Well, I think I know what potions those are.
Yes. I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
What are you asking me?
You have, the most experience in that regard.
Well, I don't think for the longest time, the only hold I had on staying human and staying sane was my cousin. Because you continuously lose yourself in the darkness and gotta remember to not become one of them, even though they're what you fight, but it sometimes partially can overtake if they do not have a hold, as I do. Of course, now I have more, but you don't know what you're creating. You still don't actually know what you created with me, do you?
That's true. Yes.
I mean, nowadays, I'm not even sure how much of me still is what I used to be, my eyes, my hair, my capabilities. I'm a mutation, actually a creation of yours. That's what I would call myself nowadays. Nothing else.
You've also gained great power.
Yes. And security and yeah, being sure of what I can do and not being really scared anymore, for sure. But
Yes.
do they know what they would be getting into?
Well, if I offered them the choice, I think they would take it. But that doesn't mean it would be the right thing to do.
Do they have a hold on something? Something that keeps them sane, something that keeps them in the light? And something that doesn't make their revenge consume them?
Well, they have each other, but everything else they have lost.
I mean, my hold has been there since my childhood. My cousin is everything to me. If I would have not had him and that strong of a hold, I don't know if it would have not consumed me by now. But I guess it's your choice to give it or not. If you want to create more, what's the purpose aside of power?
Well, you know, power is the purpose. You know, we learn magic for power. We get stronger. You know, we learn the sword, the bow. We buy armor, magical items. It's all for the same.
No, has never been for me. It's never been about power. It's about destroying this darkness.
Yes, but you need power to do that.
I think it's a side effect of it. I think it depends on what you're striving for. If you're striving for power, it's different than striving to destroy something or fight against something. One's a side effect and one's your goal.
Yes, I suppose that's true. You know, this building was a school once.
Really?
Yes, I feel like it's, you know, returning to its original purpose. But I'm not good with people, unfortunately.
Me either. Wrong person for that. But I mean, if that's something you seek out and something that would interest you, I mean, I don't think I'm I don't think I'm bad. I just feel like I tether between saving and maybe losing myself sometimes.
Well, I want to help them, you know, and that's the only way I know how. With you, it was the same.
Yes.
You know.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like when you create something, you're responsible for it as well. Can you pay that price with all of them? Can you take on that responsibility?
Oh, I don't really know, I think. Something to find out.
Maybe make sure of their, I don't know, background, strength. I think you knew, even though maybe you didn't know me in person, but you knew who I was before you started dealing with me. Just make sure that you know them.
Yes, I'm trying. Well, you know, I'm glad you finished the job on Frog Island. Seemed quite dangerous.
Yeah, we had a couple of trial and errors there. Kind of overestimated ourselves, but we're able to correct it. Or underestimated our foe. But we're successful nevertheless.
Yes, yes. Well, this whole dragon thing is still a mystery to me.
In what way?
You know, there seems to be I can't shake the feeling that, you know, there's a greater plan behind it.
I'm sure there is. Just haven't been able to
Yeah, seems,
figure it out.
you know, too great of a thing to just have happened by coincidence. That's all.
Yeah. I feel like there's a couple connections there, but I'm not seeing them yet.
Well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. I'm sure you have lots of things to do. As do I.
For sure.
In fact.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yes, you too. Okay. What are you guys doing now?
So we have a few stops. There's some things we want to sell, but maybe we could just do that off session. Yeah.
I would also like to restock like arrows and normal healing potions and stuff like that.
Ooh, I want to get bolts. Yeah.
And maybe we check the Red Rose just to see if there's anything new in stock. Again, we can do that off session. And I'd like to meet with Jeffrey of the Watchdogs just to get a bit of an update on what's up.
Well, you're also going to ask them to go and retrieve our pay from Marina, is that right?
We can, yeah. So we will need to do a sending, but there might be the envoy of Marina who might return to Alfore. I get a feeling that he's stationed usually here. If that's the case, he could bring the gold with him. So maybe Asher could do a bit of sending there and find out. What do you think?
Yeah, sure, I can.
Ask him to bring back platinum, not gold. Easier. Less heavy, less bulky.
So are you going back to Oakview? Or
Yes, we are going back to Oakview to wait, Cass.
I'm still meeting Geoffrey on the way at the usual place. Was it at the tavern usually that we meet? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, meeting Geoffrey. Yeah, you get to Geoffrey. He's there. There are also a couple other people around him. They're kind of discussing stuff.
Other watchdogs?
Sorry?
Other watchdogs, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Shall we go say hi?
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and kind of, you know, beckons you to come.
You guys are here, right? Melville, Asher, and
Yeah.
Kellen. Yeah, so we can all go.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeffrey,
Voronar.
we just got back. Heard the news.
Yes, yes.
Any updates worth sharing? How's the morale?
You know, terrible. We've been kind of mapping the sewer outline, just for, you know, safe travel and a place to retreat to.
Okay, that's smart.
We've got some new recruits, actually.
That's also some good news.
Yes, some of them are spellcasters, actually, which is, you know, helpful.
That's a change. They come from the School of Magic?
One, yes. The other one is, you know, he's like a cartographer.
Okay.
And, yeah, and, you know, wizard, academian, if that's a word.
Academic.
Academic, yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Maybe, yeah, I'd like to meet those folks, if there's a chance. Well,
Yeah.
maybe even all the recruits, maybe just to say hello.
Of course, they are downstairs at the moment, I think.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Kind of stands up, leads you down. There are 5 new people. 3 of them are kind of, you know, warrior types, if that makes sense. Kind of
Yeah.
fighter types.
Yeah.
There is a dwarf with long white hair, looks on the older side. Kind of, Geoffrey points to him. He's called Gier.
Give him the secret handshake.
Exactly. He makes maps and stuff. He also is good with like geography and then stones and you know, stonework, stuff like that.
Wolf.
Yes. And Gier kind of looks at you. It's nice to meet you. You're the guy in charge. And Geoffrey's kind of, you know.
You know, it's a group effort.
Exactly. And then beside him is quite young female gnome woman with short hair. Kind of points there. That's Fideria from the academy.
Secret handshake.
Secret handshake.
It's good to have you among the watchdogs.
Yes, I've been doing some security around the city, and you know, just want to help out.
It's a very good cause indeed. Did you see anything that stood out? Or the streets are pretty empty, but
Nothing crazy. I had, you know, my familiar flew a little bit into the wastelands, but you know, nothing out of the ordinary.
oh, you got a familiar. What kind?
Yes, Raven.
Practical.
But you know, it can change.
It's true. Here's mine, and I make Sora appear.
Ooh, dragon. You know,
Pseudo.
it's tasteless for the moment, but it's
Well, that's always been like this. So she doesn't like. She wouldn't like a different form. And so you're cartographer, you said, sir. We're looking at the other one.
Gear kind of looks at, yes. You know, specializing on like mountain ranges and stuff, obviously.
Obviously.
But I'm good with cities as well, you know, anything really.
Okay, so I take it you've been working hard on the sewer mapping as well?
Yes. Exactly.
Very nice. Thank you for your efforts. You
Of course.
wouldn't have experience with I look at Melville. What was it that they said? That there would be underground passages in the wastelands?
Looking for caverns, caves, and the wasteland area.
Well, there's certainly like, you know, certain mountain types that lend themselves to having caverns.
They find an envelope and draw a brief sketch. Is there anything towards the north of this sketch?
Well, I don't really know the wastelands.
Oh, okay. What type of rocks lend themselves to cavernous systems?
Of the large kind.
Yeah, mostly magmite rock.
That's a volcano, right?
Sediment less so. You know. Still, how do I put it in layman's terms? Still solid rocks, but more easily cut through by long, you know, exposure to water. You know.
I note this for later.
Yeah, like sandstone, for example.
Okay. From his description, we'll be able to recognize some of those. Like basically asking a few questions, like we're trying to say.
Well, you don't really know what the mountains are made of, really.
Yeah, but can we recognize the stone type that he's talking about?
I mean, sure.
Okay, that might be very helpful.
I can also invite her along. I mean, come on.
That's the dwarf that we're talking to, the he.
Sorry.
Yeah, we could. That's true. I don't know if
your first contract with us is to journey with us into the wastelands
and find the dragon's lair. Up for the task?
We'll pay twice your daily rate.
4 gold pieces instead of 2.
And
well,
lunch.
I'm not really the adventuring type, you know.
No, we're not serious, of course.
Yes.
But
I know some magic, but it's mostly like defensive or, you know, knowledge stuff.
Okay. All right, but that might be useful in helping us find the lair. So thank you for the information.
Yes.
Welcome again to the Watchdogs.
Of course, it's a pleasure to be here. Big smile. He's missing some teeth.
Okay.
And you hear Joffrey, actually. We had some help with the sewer layout.
Yeah.
Turns out the person in the city who knew the most about it was a criminal that you might know.
I'm seeing where this is going. Go on.
Warner knows criminals? What? I would have thought.
Yes.
Starts with an M.
He's still in prison at the moment, but
That's what I thought.
He's been helping us.
That's good. Make up for all those murders.
What was his name?
Malice.
Malice.
He calls himself Cameli at the moment.
Cameli, okay. Just please always take everything he says with,
pinch of salt.
In the back of your mind, the idea that it's leading you into a trap. He might lure us into a sense of like, oh, he's trying to help, until when you finally lowered your defenses, bam! You did.
Okay. Yes. And Oh, also, we've been asked to investigate some people.
Oh yeah?
Also groups.
Such as?
One of them is you guys.
Well, that's funny.
Who's been asking?
Just, you know, the Alforian government.
Did they know you work for us, though? That's a bit funny thing. Okay, anyway. I mean, feel free.
Well, not like secret investigation, just, you know, because you're, you know, more of a independent group.
Yeah.
Just making sure that none of you are like crazy killers secretly and stuff.
Oh, so to audit us, I gather.
Yeah.
Audit. Oh, scared.
Yes, but also, you know, they are doing the same with like nobles and like parliament people and stuff like that.
Okay. Is there a sense of distrust among the government? Like, 'cause it seemed like they had rooted out all the.
I think it's mostly to not, you know, repeat mistakes of past Hydra shenanigans.
Good. Well, that's kind of why the watchdogs became the watchdogs, is to kind of avoid these kind of things. So.
Yes, and since the dragon attack, you know, General Elena is in charge of most of stuff here, kind of military defense and stuff, and she's, you know, I think more paranoid about stuff like that.
She would be, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I might meet with her tonight. Well, I will meet with her tonight. We will, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good information. When you're done with the sewer mapping, I'd love to have a copy of that.
Of course. Yeah, there seems to be more than, you know, at first glance you think there would be.
Mm-hmm.
There are like secret tunnels and stuff under the city, it turns out.
Very useful. Okay.
Or secret tunnels, as in pre-war?
Maybe. It's hard to say.
Hmm.
Maybe we should explore this more in the future.
Yes.
Go on.
Also, I suppose you've heard about the dragon attacks and then everything.
Yeah, we got told.
Hard not to, but yeah. We're gonna.
Yes. There was one of the watchdogs sent to Belnias.
Oh.
We haven't heard from him since. He is presumed dead.
Can you give me their names? We're heading there later today. He
Of course. His name was Mirin.
Mirian?
Mirin.
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 Do I recognize the name?
No, you do not.
Okay. I asked for a description.
Mirin.
Yeah. Always a Y somewhere.
You know, they're fantasy rules.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll look for him. Hopefully he's okay. I asked for a description so I can recognize him.
Yes. You.
And I suppose I will recognize the tattoo as well. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're going to head there. Obviously, we want to find out. Also, we have a contract with them, so we're sure that's still going.
Yeah. They're still looking for survivors, like in Black Belt and Stonemill and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. For your information, we are going to try to locate the dragon's lair. So, fingers crossed.
Okay.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. Good. By the way, I've learned a new little trick that could be useful, and I will learn another one very soon, where I can send you messages that other people can't read. Only you or the people I choose can. So you get a letter, you get my message in it, but other people will see a cake recipe.
Okay.
Or I might send you an object, and when it gets close to you, a mouth is going to appear and start talking to you. My message, you're going to hear my voice.
Yes. We've also been thinking about like, central hub. Yeah, he barely listens.
Central hub, yes.
Where you kind of knock and you have to like say a code word and stuff.
Okay.
Think it's a good idea?
What's the purpose?
Just, we have some, we're just starting to accumulate some sensitive information, just that not anyone can get in.
Makes sense. Do we still have that lock? No, we don't have that. Yeah, we have the magic lock, don't we?
I think from that, like, where you fought Caligari,
Yeah.
that one?
Melville, we have that lock, right?
Yep. I think it's hanging on the door.
Our door?
Yeah, to Oakview.
Yeah. Okay. I thought we had it with us. No. If you're doing a code like this, just make sure it's not something that passes on to other people. Like our tattoos have that little thing that only we understand as real.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's something like this. And change
Okay,
this.
yeah, think about it.
And change the system every once in a while.
Yes. Okay, well, good luck on your investigations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hold down the fort here.
Thank you. And
Doing a bang up job.
yeah, really, I'm impressed. I did mention before that I was looking into maybe expanding our activities in Marina. That's still something I'd like to do at some point, but
Yes, of course.
yeah. Oh, and potentially, could you spare someone to pick up a package for us in Marina?
Sure.
Okay. It's not sure if we'll need it, but I'll get back to you if that's the case.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you leaving?
Yes.
I'll say, Melville, make me a history check.
Ooh. Pass comes back to
The purpose of which is 90%, just so you have rolled a die, because, talked about it.
Yeah, I think I rolled an 11.
Yeah, you think, oh, well, there's 2 new people. That's great. But that's it.
Can I actually insight those 2 people?
You're already out of the building.
Yeah, I mean, I was role-playing, I didn't want to mention at the time. Like, new recruits.
I mean, sure, why not?
Why not?
I also haven't rolled that all tonight,
That's true.
Oh, this is how you roll. I forgot. Hey, 17.
The dwarf seems, in a very, very gruff way, quite sympathetic. He's kind of, smiling a lot and kind of, the like gnome young woman, wizard girl, seems a bit more introverted, like quite stern, and like oddly familiar in a strange way. But that's all.
Have we seen her at the magic school, maybe?
somewhere in your spotted and speckled past.
And, I mean, that's fine for now. Maybe later.
Okay. I should have asked where she learned her magics. But anyway, it's fine. We're gone already.
Yes.
Go down to the docks, wave some idiots off.
So you go down to the docks. There is like a small crowd at the docks.
We're not going to go to Oakview? Okay, all right. A small crowd.
Yes. Where is it? No, not this. Yes, there is a small boat with a couple of horses on it.
Ah, it's those guys.
Small boat. We're talking like what size? We're talking sloop. Has to be a sloop, I guess.
Like to fit like, a ferry that fits like 10 people.
Okay.
And there are 4 horses on the ferry already. And currently, like striding onto the boat very confidently are 5 like adventure type people. There are 2 very big guys. There is a Goliath and a half orc. They're both carrying great axes. You see the Goliath seems to be kind of in charge of the group. He's kind of waving to some people. There's a human woman. Some like shifty looking guy with like a hood up and like some maybe like bandages around his head or something.
What, sorry?
Like a very like a shifty looking person.
Human?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Like looking at it, he's like wearing gloves and his face is bandaged and he has a hood up and stuff.
Doesn't look conspicuous at all then.
Yes. Also half elf with like black scraggly hair with some robes. It's kind of walking in the back. 5 in total.
So Goliath, half orc, rogue type, spellcaster, and what was the third one you said?
Human woman.
Who
also isn't. She's not wearing any armor or anything per se. More like just fabric.
So she
I'm
looks...
there now too?
Sure. Yeah, you caught up with everyone.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay.
So Cass, you definitely recognize the Goliath and the half orc, also the human woman, the half elf and the bandaged up shifty guy. Not really.
Okay.
They seem either new or replacements or something like that.
So which one is Lex then? Or so to guess.
Goliath?
That's the name of the whole group.
Bit lame, isn't it?
Well,
yeah.
what?
Which one of you is Onyx?
Says who?
Says disembodied voice from the
That
voice in the back of your head.
But it's that thing called Lex Fabuloso. It's so pretentious.
Maybe they wanted to sound it like Les Fabuleux in French. And
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're idiots.
I mean, in Halfling. Yeah.
So, but do you know all of them then?
They used to. I think there used to be 5 as well, but 2 of them seem to be new.
So maybe they're less of idiots than they used to be.
No,
they've all boarded the ferry, and the Goliath kind of takes an oar and kind of pushes the group, off to the thing.
Do you want to do something funny to them?
Yeah.
You
Like,
can say something. Hi.
Gonna be mean about it.
you want me to fireball? It'd be funny.
That'd be really funny.
Druid spell.
I think with everybody, being around here and seeing, it might not be the smartest.
I can do it solely.
That'd be great for our branding.
There are also 4 horses on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're innocent horses, all right.
Well, I did save them from the wasteland. It would be kind of a little waste to kill them now. So.
Yes. Also, Cassandra, you would know, taking horses to the wastelands is a terrible idea.
I mean, we would save their lives by making their boat drown here.
Why is taking horses to the wastelands a bad idea? They get eaten or what? What?
Well, they, yeah,
They're scared.
They get spooked easily, and like the ground is quite treacherous, and there aren't like roads, so they can easily like break their legs and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I could
Plus, they don't even know, like, they don't know the safe places. Like, I don't. Yeah. The story is just. Yeah. I don't think they got smarter seeing horses on
do you
there.
want to call out to them and saying taking horses is a really bad idea?
No, they were with me in the wastelands. I taught them. They didn't listen. So
They could do giant octopus and just,
Yeah.
grab the horses with tentacles. That'd be funny.
and get them
Not
back.
for the horses.
That'd be funny. Yeah, I don't know. They're not worth it, honestly. Stupid. Like, I've been with different people in the wastelands. I mean, I usually work alone, except for with you guys. But, like, they have been by far the most stupidest thing I've ever encountered. Just not. Especially that human monk person over there. She's just bonkers. So, yeah. Not my fault if they don't learn.
We could give them.
Gone to the other side and are kind of, getting on their horses, kind of waving and shouting back and riding off.
I feel like we could have just sunk their boat. They would have just swum back and then, called it a day.
Well, it's like some people just get what?
I feel sorry for the horses then.
Yeah. Some people just get older and not smarter. So, I mean, it's been a couple years back. Oh, well.
So, what are you guys' plan now?
Can I just send Sora after them just to kind of see which direction they're taking in the wasteland?
Okay.
I think Nico just activated his dagger. I saw you.
I would like to wait. Are we gonna go? So we're gonna go direction Vilnius?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I need to, but on our way out, I need to quickly pass by a place where I can get something for tonight, drop it off at Oakview, and then we can leave.
Don't you have your thing you wore at the...
That's for a ball. That's not...
It's just a really cool armor. I mean...
So, firstly, Vornar, you make Sora appear.
Mm-hmm.
There is an older woman, kind of, behind you, kind of points, "Dragon!" There's some people around, like, kind of panic looking around.
It's a pseudo cutie lizard. Don't worry, with wings.
If the old woman looks at you, could be anything.
Look at it, it's so cute. And I just kind of make it look closer and be like... and it gives her a lick.
Don't like it.
Okay.
Kind of scampers off. Flying after the group. They're just going straight west.
From Alfari.
Yes.
So kind of like what we did. Did one actually stumble into our...
They're going into location 1 or 2, Melville.
Rubbish.
They might get those before us. They might find the glory.
It'd be funny if they just by chance.
Well, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
Not really.
See who's laughing when they tomorrow return just with the dragon head. They're like, oh, we did it. I don't know.
Okay.
So, you're going to Vilnius.
Yeah, let's get there.
Okay, how do you get there?
Yeah, how do we get there? Giant stuff.
Giant elk.
Really? No, we fly.
No, well, not all of you.
I can fly alongside you. What's your speed as a giant? I can finally fly!
Well, we first got to get out of the city, though, right?
Yes, you do. Otherwise, they'll shoot you down.
I could fly at ground level. They say you can fly above the city.
No, they can't fly in the city. That was it. No
That's going to help
flying.
in court.
No flying in the city.
Above, I heard.
No flying in the city.
Above.
So, right. Go on, start flying. I'll wait and I'll laugh.
I'm just teasing anyway. I'm fine waiting till we're out. But it's all right, Swifty. We've waited long enough.
Flight only lasts a few minutes anyway.
So, traveling. Oh, everything's full of stuff.
Can you wipe out all the nasty, crayony stuff?
Easy peasy.
What's our flying speed when you're a giant eagle? What speed are we going at?
80.
80?
80.
Okay, I'm not as fast as that. Wait, can you dash?
So you're traveling by elk, right?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Okay. So, you know,
Because then I can
making
take everyone.
it fast. You get
60 foot around. Like then, because I'm huge, I can take out everyone.
getting to Grimsby first. It's totally abandoned. There's no one there.
Oh.
Oh, because they got evacuated.
Yes.
L4 is full of refugees.
Yes. Going further to Rock with like the big stone with the broken mage tower in front. There's also no one there.
It was fairly, well, there wasn't really anyone there anyway, but never mind.
There was one farmer.
Yeah.
A sheep
And his
farmer.
sheep.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and you travel into the forests around Velnias on your elk, kind of, you know, wondering what exactly you're gonna find there.
How many hours is the trip, the whole trip?
It's like a day on elk, let's say.
Can I copy some spells during the trip?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a bit bouncy. They're a bit like gibberish.
I got Phantom Steed now.
Cool.
Cool.
Fine. Fine. You take your Phantom Steed.
I'll still ride you, Kellen, don't worry.
Ew.
Okay.
Oh, no. After that mage in Bel Air, now you're just all wanting to get friendly.
Getting closer, you start seeing like the palisades of Velnias. Before you get there, you start smelling like smoke.
Smoke
kind
with
of
a
like,
fire.
You know, yes, like a gone out campfire is kind of the smell.
Can I
That
see if
makes
there's
sense.
anything around, I don't know, anything that would be shadowy, undeady, something.
Darkness.
Anything that, yeah, any darkness somewhere stuck. Do I see any shadow, something that I see sometimes when it has to do with a fiend?
You can make me an investigation, perception check, actually.
Six. Rolling today. Yeah, nope. I give up.
Also, seeing the entrance gate, you see the gate is kind of broken and open.
Oh.
What do you do with them? Okay.
Let's go in.
Shall we go around before we go in, or?
No,
Let's just go in. I mean, this...
Okay.
Okay. On your elk, you kind of slowly.
No,
walk
I'm gonna get off the
inside.
elk. No, I'm not sitting on there.
Off the
Going in
elk.
there. That's not a good idea. Sword out, cut myself, lightning going on. Yeah, I'm ready.
Full activation.
Yeah.
Getting inside, you do see the city mostly in ruins. There's like burned down houses and stuff.
Shit.
You don't see any people. There is, just as you enter, on your left, there's like a wooden sign that someone kind of hammered into the ground that says "Keep out." and there's like a couple arrows stuck through the sign.
Let's go in.
That's gonna help.
But that's a new sign. That doesn't seem like something that already was there earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go in.
Well,
Yeah.
I can. Yeah. Well, hold
Okay.
on.
And with this, we're gonna end the session.
Okay.
Okay.
As arrows are flying towards us.
The sky darkens with arrows, and then
Mhm.
The snapping of bowstrings followed by the hissing of arrows.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Okay.
Oh, indeed.
But I got the dress that I wanted to get. No, did I get a dress or did I not? I guess. On my way out. No?
On your way out. First dress you find. 2 sizes too large.
Yeah.
So I didn't. Or I did. I didn't get what was happening there.
You want a dress? You have one.
Okay. I can wear that again. That's not very classy, but whatever.
Also, I'll say getting there on elk takes about a day.
No, that's not a good idea.
So
yeah.
you've definitely missed your meeting with everyone.
Okay, so we would know how long it takes before we leave, right? I thought we were going to fly there in like an hour and be back.
Well, the thing is that the elk the elk moves at 60, and an eagle moves at 80, so it's not that much slower than an eagle.
Well, but it's also not a straight shot.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a straight line.
Yeah, okay, but
And also, you're carrying 4 people.
Yeah,
you
which
know?
would be half speed or something.
Can't
Well-
we have done the owls?
we
What's done is done.
No.
You're
But,
in Valias, you missed your meeting with
no, Nico, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry.
We wouldn't just like walk for
We
like
would've
8
done
hours and like, it's kind of longer than I thought. It's like,
Why did you buy the dress?
Doesn't
And
make-
just what's it called when you go through a compilation? No, that's not the right word.
what do you mean?
Like a training, a montage. I just montaged you through to Valias. Don't you remember Grimsby and the rock, everything?
Yeah, but we wouldn't know how
but-
long it's
okay,
going to
but-
take, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if you. We've done this travel by elk long enough to someone says.
Well,
actually,
before it always took 3 days to get to Valias. You've never flown there before.
Okay, so how long would it take flying there?
I mean, about, I don't know, an hour.
Well, we would have gone by giant owl then.
Well,
easy.
you're already there.
I know, but I mean,
We would
I'm
have
off to bed.
never
Good
missed
night,
a
guys.
dinner.
I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah, we can talk about
Alright.
this later. Oh, well, already.
night.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll pick it up next week.
yes. All right.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. God bless.
Good night.
Night.